Tournament of Power arena crumbled around them. Universe 7 had lost. Goku's body, broken and bloodied, lay on the fractured stage as he watched the impossible unfold. Krillin vanished first, his best friend turning to particles of light with a confused smile still on his face. Then Piccolo, who'd been like a brother, a rival, a mentor, gone. Master Roshi, who'd taught him everything in the beginning, erased. Vegeta fought until the very end, screaming defiance even as the erasure wave touched him. Damn you, we were supposed to. Then he was gone too. Gohan reached out toward his father, tears streaming down his face. Dad, The light took him. Goku tried to stand, tried to scream, but his body wouldn't respond. The Grand Priest floated above, his serene smile unchanged as he raised his hand. Universe 7 had failed. The penalty was absolute. No, please. Goku begged, his voice raw. Please, give me another chance. I'll get stronger. The white flash consumed everything. And then, crying. His crying. But that wasn't right. Goku's consciousness snapped into sharp focus, but something was terribly wrong. He couldn't move properly. His limbs flailed uselessly. The world was too bright, too loud, too big. He tried to speak, to call out for help, but only infantile wails emerged from his throat. What is this? Rough, calloused hands lifted him. An old man's weathered face peered down at him with concern and wonder. Well, what have we here? A baby boy, all alone in this crater. No. Goku's mind, his adult mind, filled with decades of memories, battles, techniques, godly transformations, screamed inside this tiny, helpless body. He tried to power up, to transform, to do anything, but he was trapped. The power was there, he could feel it coiled deep within him, but it was compressed, sealed, just out of reach. The old man cradled him gently. Don't cry, little one. Grandpa Gohan will take care of you. I'll call you. Goku. And in that moment, the warrior who had achieved Ultra Instinct, who had fought gods and universes, could do nothing but weep in frustration and terror at his second chance. If there was a hell specifically designed for Son Goku, this was it. Being a baby with an adult consciousness was torture beyond anything Frieza could have devised. He knew who he was. He remembered everything, his family, his friends, his battles, the Tournament of Power, the moment of universal erasure. But he couldn't speak. Couldn't walk properly, couldn't even eat solid food without choking. Grandpa Gohan was kind, patient, and completely unaware that the infant he was raising had the mind of a god-level warrior. I have to warn him, Goku thought constantly. The full moon. Uzaru. He dies because of me. I have to save him this time. But his toddler mouth couldn't form the words. Moo was all that came out when he tried to say moon. Gohan just laughed and patted his head. That's right, Goku. The moon is beautiful, isn't it? No, you don't understand. The frustration was maddening. But something else was happening too, something his adult mind slowly began to recognize. His reborn Saiyan body was different. When he focused, he could feel his ki, that vast ocean of power from his previous life. It wasn't gone. It was compressed, coiled tight like a spring, but his body recognized it. His Saiyan biology knew this was divine energy, God ki, power that belonged to him. And every day, as his infant body grew, that seal weakened. By age 3, he could walk and run with perfect balance, better than any toddler should. His body moved with instinctive martial arts precision. Gohan noticed. You're quite the prodigy, Goku. Your movements are so fluid, like you've been training for years. Because I have, just not in this lifetime. The day before his 4th birthday, Goku finally managed to string together coherent sentences. Grandpa, he called out, running to where Gohan was chopping firewood. Moon, big moon tonight. Stay inside, please. Gohan set down his axe and knelt to his grandson's level. What's this about, Goku? You seem frightened. Full moon bad. Transform, big monkey. Hurt Grandpa. The words tumbled out in a desperate rush, his child's vocabulary limiting what his adult mind wanted to scream. Gohan's expression softened into a gentle smile. Ah, did you have a bad dream, little one? There's no such thing as transforming into a monkey. You're safe here. No. Listen. Please. Goku grabbed his grandfather's sleeve, tears forming in his eyes. I know. I remember. It happens. But Gohan just hugged him. It's all right, Goku. Grandpa's here. Nothing will hurt you. He doesn't believe me. Of course he doesn't. I'm 4 years old. Why would he believe me? That night, Goku tried everything. He pretended to be sick. He hid Gohan's shoes. He even tried to drag his grandfather away from the house. But Gohan, patient and loving, simply put him to bed with a story and a warm blanket. Sleep tight, little Goku. Tomorrow we'll train in the morning sun, and I'll teach you a new technique. Goku lay in his bed, staring at the ceiling, feeling the full moon's pull on his Saiyan blood. His tail twitched involuntarily. No, no, no. I can control this. I'm stronger than this. I've mastered Ultra Instinct for Kami's sake. I won't let it happen again. But his 4-year-old body betrayed him. The moonlight streamed through the window, and the transformation was instantaneous. His consciousness shattered like glass as primal rage took over. The last thing he remembered thinking was, I'm sorry, Grandpa. I'm so sorry. Goku woke up in the ruins of their house. Splinters of wood, shattered furniture, blood on his hands, his small 4-year-old hands. Grandpa? His voice was tiny, trembling. Grandpa! He found Gohan beneath a collapsed wall, his kind eyes closed forever. The scream that tore from Goku's throat wasn't the cry of a child. It was the anguished howl of a warrior who had failed again, who had been given a second chance and still couldn't save the person he loved. I knew, he sobbed, falling to his knees beside his grandfather's body. I knew it would happen. I warned you. Why didn't you listen? Why couldn't I make you understand? His tiny fists pounded the ground, and that's when it happened. The compressed power inside him, sealed since his rebirth, responded to his grief and rage. The spring uncoiled just a fraction, and divine ki mixed with his Saiyan fury in a way that shouldn't have been possible for a 4-year-old. His hair flickered gold, then blazed. I couldn't save him. Golden energy exploded from his small frame, incinerating the wreckage around him. His power level skyrocketed, his ki blazing with the intensity of a Super Saiyan, the legendary transformation that Vegeta had taken 30 years and a broken pride to achieve. Goku had done it at age 4. I knew, and I still couldn't save him. The aura faded as quickly as it had come. His hair returned to black. His body, completely drained, collapsed beside his grandfather. Before consciousness left him, one thought crystallized in his mind. My body remembers. The transformations are still there, locked away. I can access them through emotion, just like before. But this time, I'll be faster. I'll be ready. I'll never fail again. The 4-year-old's eyes closed, and the Second Chance Saiyan's true journey began. 8 years later, most of this is just canon stuff, with Goku being way stronger than he should be, so I'll fast forward through the boring parts. Goku is 12 years old now. The teenage girl with blue hair looked down at the wild-haired boy standing in her path, a giant fish slung over his shoulder, and an oddly mature gleam in his eyes. Move it, kid. I'm looking for Dragon Balls, and you're in my... Wait! Is that a Dragon Ball? Goku touched the 4-star ball hanging from his neck and smiled. This was Grandpa's. It's not for sale. And here we go. The adventure begins again. Except this time, I'm not going to be the naive kid who gets shot by Bulma and thinks a car is a monster. When Bulma pulled out her gun and shot him, Goku caught the bullet between his fingers without even looking. That's dangerous, you know, he said mildly, flicking the bullet aside. You could hurt someone. Bulma's jaw dropped. What are you? Just a kid who's been training really hard. For 30+ years across 2 lifetimes, but who's counting? The journey with Bulma unfolded much like before, finding Dragon Balls, meeting Oolong, Master Roshi, the Ox King, Chi-Chi. Goku played his part, acting childish and naive, but his power was carefully controlled. He could have defeated every threat they encountered with a single punch, but he held back. Let them think I'm just a talented kid. No need to show my hand yet. The Pilaf saga? Over in minutes. Goku broke out of the prison chamber by tapping the wall lightly. It shattered, grabbed the Dragon Balls, and tied up Pilaf's entire gang before they could blink. Oolong used the wish for panties, just like before. Some things never change. And honestly, after everything, that's kind of comforting. At age 13, Goku decided he was done playing around with the Red Ribbon Army. Commander Red sat in his office, monitoring reports of the Demon Child, who'd been destroying his bases one by one. Except one by one was proving to be simultaneous. Sir, he's destroyed the northern base. Sir, Southern Division is completely wiped out. Sir, he just obliterated our entire air fleet in seconds. Red's hand trembled as he poured himself a drink. What is he? The answer came when Goku walked through the wall of his headquarters. Not through the door, through the wall, leaving a perfectly Goku-shaped hole. Hi. Goku said cheerfully, dusting rubble off his gi. You've been trying to collect the Dragon Balls to make Commander Red taller, right? That's a pretty selfish wish. I'm gonna stop you now. Red pulled out a remote. I have hundreds of soldiers, dozens of mechs, and the most powerful warrior in the world on my payroll. You mean Mercenary Tao? Goku tilted his head. Yeah, I dealt with him on my way here. He's alive, but he won't be killing anyone else. I one-shot him before he even saw me move. Didn't need to kill him. Just made it very clear what would happen if he continued down that path. Red pressed the button. Nothing happened. I also destroyed all your weapons, Goku added, and freed all your prisoners and took all your Dragon Balls. So maybe find a new line of work? His hair flashed gold for just an instant, just long enough for every person in the headquarters to feel the overwhelming pressure of a Super Saiyan's power. When Goku walked out, the Red Ribbon Army was finished. Total time elapsed, 6 hours. Goku is now 13. The ancient white cat stared at the teenage boy who'd climbed his tower in less than 3 seconds. The Senzu beans are for those who've proven themselves worthy through. Can I have some? Goku asked politely. I promise I'll use them to help people. Corin studied him for a long moment. You're not like other warriors who've come here. Your key, I know. Goku bowed respectfully. I've been training since I was very young, but I'm always looking to learn more. Do you have any wisdom to share, Master Corin? The cat laughed, but it sounded slightly nervous. Kid, you're already beyond what I can teach. Way beyond. But here. He tossed Goku a pouch of Senzu beans. You've got a good heart. Try not to break the world with all that power, okay? Goku is now 15. Alright, here's where things get really different from canon. When King Piccolo was released from the rice cooker by Pilaf, yes, he survived and is still stupid, the Demon King immediately began his reign of terror. Cities burned, innocent people died. The demon unleashed his spawn across the world. Goku sensed it all from Corin's tower. Master Corin, he said quietly, his voice devoid of its usual cheerfulness. I'm going to end this tonight. Can I borrow Nimbus one last time? Goku, wait. King Piccolo is... I know what he is. Goku's eyes were hard. That's why I'm not holding back. King Piccolo sat on his throne, laughing as his demon sons brought him reports of destruction. The world would bow to him. He was immortal, invincible. Hey! The Demon King's laughter died. A teenage boy floated in the air before his throne, arms crossed, expression cold. You're King Piccolo, right? The big bad demon who wants to conquer Earth? Piccolo's eyes narrowed. A child? Has the world fallen so far that it sends children to fight me? He stood, his cape billowing. I'll enjoy watching you die, boy. What's your name? Son Goku. His hair flickered gold. And you've already killed enough people. This ends now. Piccolo laughed and launched an attack, a beam of destructive energy that could vaporize mountains. Goku tilted his head slightly. The beam missed. What? Impossible. My turn. Goku vanished. The next second, Piccolo was embedded in a mountain 3 miles away, coughing blood. Too slow. Way too slow. This isn't even a warm-up compared to Jiren. When Piccolo crawled out of the crater, rage contorting his face, Goku was already there. Golden hair, turquoise eyes, an aura of power that made the Demon King's blood run cold. What? What are you? Someone who's seen what happens when I hold back. Goku's voice was ice. Someone who won't make that mistake again. The fight lasted 17 seconds. Super Saiyan Goku was so far beyond King Piccolo that it wasn't even a contest. Each of the demon's attacks was effortlessly dodged. Each of Goku's punches was carefully calibrated, powerful enough to dominate, but not to kill. I need him to spawn Piccolo Jr. Some things need to happen. With one final strike, Goku drove King Piccolo into the ground. The Demon King lay broken, his immortality worthless against this golden warrior. Impossible. Piccolo gasped. What are you? You're better. Goku powered down, his hair returning to black, and your end. As King Piccolo died, he used his last breath to spawn his final offspring, Piccolo Jr., who burst from the egg and fled into the wilderness. Goku let him go. He needs to grow, to become the Piccolo I know. The warrior. The friend. The uncle to Gohan. But when Goku turned around, he wasn't alone. Kami, the guardian of Earth, floated above the destroyed battlefield, his ancient eyes wide with shock. What are you? Goku looked up and smiled, not his cheerful combat grin, but something more knowing. Someone who needs training. Can I come to the lookout? Kami agreed. though he admitted he had little to teach someone already so powerful. "You know techniques I haven't shown you?" Kami said during one training session, watching Goku perform a perfect instant transmission, or at least the beginning stages of it. "You move like a master who's trained for decades." "How?" "Muscle memory," Goku said simply. "From a life you'll never know about. You're learning to sense ki across the planet. You've already mastered techniques that should take years to understand, and that golden form." Super Saiyan. Goku powered up briefly, golden aura flaring. "It's a transformation from my alien race, my biological race." "And you can teach others?" Goku shook his head. "Not this. You need Saiyan biology and the right emotional trigger. But other techniques? Yeah, I could teach those." During his time at the lookout, Goku also took a field trip to King Kai's planet. Time to pay respects to the old master and pick up the Kaioken properly this time. Goku is now 17. "What? You crossed Snakeway in 3 days?" King Kai's antennae quivered in disbelief. Goku shrugged, adjusting to the 10x gravity easily. "I flew really fast, and I knew where I was going." "How could you possibly—" "You know what? Never mind. Gregory, Bubbles, test this kid!" 1 week later, King Kai sat on a hill, staring at his planet while Goku did one-finger handstand push-ups in the distance. "He mastered the Kaioken," King Kai muttered to himself, "in 1 week, and he's pushing it to— Wait, what level is he at now?" "Kaioken times 100, Goku called out cheerfully, his aura red and blazing. "That's impossible. That should destroy your body." "My body's pretty durable, thanks to having divine ki from my previous life slowly integrating into my physiology." King Kai's eye twitched. "Okay, smart guy, can you teach the Kaioken to others?" Goku powered down and walked over, suddenly serious. "I could, but I won't. King Kai, the Kaioken is dangerous. For most warriors, even times 2 or 3 could tear them apart. I can handle times 100 because of special circumstances. But spreading this technique, it would kill more people than it would help." King Kai nodded slowly. "You're wiser than I expected, Goku. Most warriors your age would want to show off their power, teach everyone what they know. I'm older than I look." Goku smiled softly. "In the ways that matter." Goku is now 18. The wedding with Chi-Chi was interesting. "Goku, you promised to marry me when we were kids." "I did?" Goku scratched his head, genuinely confused. Then his adult memories kicked in. "Oh right, yeah. Sorry, Chi-Chi. Let's get married." "That's it? That's all you have to say?" "I mean, I'm looking forward to spending my life with you," he smiled genuinely, "and having a family. That's important to me." Chi-Chi softened. "Really?" "Really. Because I already lost them once, I won't lose them again." Gohan was born a year later, and Goku did something he'd never done in his original timeline. He was there from the beginning, not just as a father, but as a trainer. "Chi-Chi, I need to train Gohan." "Absolutely not. He's going to be a scholar. He can be both. But Chi-Chi." Goku's expression turned serious. "Gohan has incredible potential. If I don't help him harness it safely, he could hurt himself or others accidentally. Please, trust me on this." Chi-Chi relented, seeing the unusual gravity in her husband's eyes. From infancy, Goku worked with Gohan, not brutal training, but meditation, basic ki control, building a foundation. By age 3, Gohan could suppress his power so he wouldn't accidentally destroy things during tantrums. By age 4, he could fly. He's even more gifted than I remember, Goku thought, watching his son practice kata. But this time, I'll let him choose his own path. Scholar or warrior or both, his choice. Goku is now 23. Goku stood in a field far from his home, eyes closed, sensing the approaching ki. It was familiar, violent. Saiyan, Raditz. Piccolo, who'd been training alone in the wilderness and had grown much stronger, suddenly appeared beside him. "Goku, there's an incredible power approaching Earth. It feels similar to yours." "I know." Goku opened his eyes. "He's coming here, and I'm gonna end it quickly." "You know who it is?" "Family." Goku's expression hardened. "Bad family." When Raditz's pod crashed into a field near Kame House, the long-haired Saiyan emerged with his typical arrogance, scouter beeping. "Pathetic planet. Low power levels everywhere. This will be an easy—" "Raditz." The Saiyan warrior spun around to see a black-haired human, no, a Saiyan judging by the tail, standing 50 feet away. How do you know my name?" "I'm your brother Kakarot, or Goku, if you prefer. Brother or not, you'll bow to." Goku's hair flashed gold. The scouter exploded. Raditz stumbled backward, his eyes wide with terror. "That power! No, it can't be." The legend of the Super Saiyan is just a myth. It's not. Goku's voice was calm, but his golden aura blazed like a star. And you have two choices, Raditz. Leave Earth now and never come back, or you dare threaten me. I'll crush you like the... Raditz never finished his sentence. One instant he was standing. The next, he was on the ground, a hole punched clean through his armor and chest, dying. Goku stood over him, his hands still extended, golden aura fading. You made your choice. With his last breath, Raditz pressed his scouter's emergency beacon. Vegeta, Nappa, there's a Super Saiyan on Earth. The transmission ended. Piccolo emerged from his hiding spot, his face pale. What the hell was that power, Goku? Just a taste. Goku looked up at the sky, his expression grim. More are coming. 2 Saiyans, much stronger than Raditz. They'll arrive in 1 year. How do you? I just know. Goku's eyes gleamed with knowledge and power. And I'll be ready for them. We all will be. He powered down completely, his hair returning to black, but Piccolo could still feel it, that vast ocean of power lurking beneath the surface, power that made King Piccolo look like an insect by comparison. Piccolo, Goku said, turning to face the Namekian, I need your help training the others. We have 1 year, and trust me when I say... His expression turned deadly serious. The real fight hasn't even started yet. Raditz's body lay in the crater, a hole through his chest. His last transmission had been sent. Piccolo stared at the corpse, then at Goku. You killed him without hesitation. That wasn't like you. I gave him a choice. Goku's expression was cold. He made the wrong one, and now 2 more Saiyans know I exist. They'll come here in 1 year. How do you know that? Because that's what Saiyans do. They heard Super Saiyan in Raditz's transmission. Vegeta, their prince, won't be able to resist. His pride won't let him ignore a challenge like that. Krillin and the other Z fighters arrived moments later, having sensed the massive energy spike. Goku. Krillin's eyes went wide, seeing Raditz's body. What happened? That power we felt? That was me going Super Saiyan 2 to kill my brother, Goku said it matter-of-factly, and in 1 year, 2 more Saiyans are coming. Vegeta has a power level of 18,000. Nappa is at 4,000. Everyone's faces went pale. Goku, how are we supposed to? You're not. Goku's voice was firm. Not alone, which is why we're training for the next year, all of us. I'll teach you everything I can safely teach you, and when they arrive, his eyes hardened, I'll make sure no one has to die. Not like last time. Not again. Goku pushed the Z fighters harder than they'd ever been pushed. Piccolo was the strongest, achieving a power level of 3,500 through meditation and combat training. Krillin reached 1,770. Tien hit 1,830. Yamcha managed 1,480. Chiaotzu trained to 1,150. And Gohan, only 5 years old, already sat at 500 with his power still climbing. Dad, can you teach us that Kaioken technique King Kai mentioned? Gohan asked one day. No. Goku's response was immediate. The Kaioken multiplies your power, but it also multiplies the strain. Even at times 2, most of you would tear yourselves apart from the inside. I can handle times 100 because my body has been conditioned in ways yours haven't. Then how are we supposed to fight Saiyans? Yamcha protested. You said Vegeta has a power level of 18,000. You're not fighting Vegeta or Nappa. Goku's tone was firm. I'll handle both of them. Even in my base form, I could take them, but they'll likely bring Cybermen, disposable soldiers with power levels around 1,200. Those are for you. Wait, we're fighting the weaker ones? Krillin frowned. You're fighting enemies at your level to gain real combat experience. Experience you'll need for future threats. Goku's expression was serious. I could wipe out everything in seconds, but that won't make you stronger. Fighting and surviving real battles will. Your job isn't to beat the Saiyans. It's to beat the Saibamen and survive until I arrive. And if things go wrong, Piccolo asked, they won't. I'll be monitoring everything. Goku smiled, but it didn't reach his eyes. Trust me. But while training the others, Goku pushed himself into territory even King Kai hadn't imagined. He'd been training with Super Saiyan 2 extensively since killing Raditz. In the years since that battle, he'd mastered the form completely, could hold it for hours now, transform instantly. His body had adapted and made it natural. Super Saiyan alone would be more than enough for Vegeta and Nappa. Hell, even my base form at full power could handle them. But that's not what this is about. He looked up at the sky, thinking about what was coming. Not just the Saiyans, but beyond them. Frieza will eventually come to Earth looking for Dragon Balls or revenge. The androids will appear, Cell from the future, Majin Buu, and beyond all that, gods and angels I fought in my past life. I can't stop at Super Saiyan 2. I need to reclaim every transformation I had. I need to be ready for all of it. 6 months into the year, while the Z Fighters trained together, Goku went to a wasteland far from civilization. It was time to push beyond again. Not because he needed it for Vegeta, that would be overkill, but because he needed to know he could reach it, to reclaim the power from his past life. He thought of everyone being erased, of Jiren's overwhelming power, of fighting at his absolute limit and still losing. His hair began to grow. His brow ridge became more prominent. His aura exploded with such force that the ground beneath him vaporized for miles. Super Saiyan 3. The power was immense. His energy drain was significant. This form would eat through his stamina in 30 minutes. But 30 minutes was more than enough. Good, I can still reach it. And with 6 more months, I'll make it more efficient. For the next 6 months, he refined Super Saiyan 3, making it more stable, learning to enter and exit the form instantly. He also made sure the Z Fighters improved, not because they'd fight Vegeta, but because they needed combat experience against the Cybermen. 1 year after Raditz's death, the sky darkened as 2 space pods screamed through the atmosphere. The Z Fighters assembled at the landing site. Goku stayed back, suppressing his ki completely, waiting for the right moment. Let them fight the Cybermen. They need combat experience, but the moment things get lethal, Vegeta stepped out first, short, prideful, radiating confidence. His scouter scanned the assembled warriors. Power levels between 1,000 and 3,500. Stronger than Raditz reported, but still insects. He smirked at the massive bald Saiyan beside him. Nappa, plant the Cybermen. Let's have some entertainment. 6 Cybermen burst from the ground, each with a power level of 1,200. Where's the Super Saiyan that killed Raditz? Vegeta demanded, his scouter scanning for the massive power Kakarot had displayed. He's coming, Piccolo said coldly, and when he gets here, you're finished. A Super Saiyan? Vegeta laughed. Raditz was probably hallucinating as he died. The legend is just a myth to scare children. Guess you'll find out, Krillin muttered. The fight began. Tien destroyed one Cyberman with a tri-beam. Piccolo crushed another with a special beam cannon. Krillin's Destructo Disc bisected a third. Then Yamcha stepped forward. He fought well, destroying his Cyberman with a wolf fang fist. The creature lay motionless on the ground. Yamcha turned away, grinning. See? These things aren't so. The Cyberman grabbed his leg. Self-destruct. Boom! Yamcha! Krillin's scream echoed across the battlefield. When the smoke cleared, Yamcha was dead. You bastards! Krillin fired a blast that obliterated the Cyberman's corpse. Clever little creatures, aren't they? Nappa laughed. They know they're losing, so they take you with them. Chiatsu, enraged by Yamcha's death, flew at Nappa. I'll avenge him! Chiatsu, no! Tien screamed. But the little martial artist was already grabbing onto Nappa's armor, his energy surging. Self-destruct. The explosion rocked the battlefield. When it cleared, Nappa stood with barely a scratch on him. Pathetic. Chiatsu! Tien's power exploded. He began firing tri-beams at Nappa, one after another, pouring everything he had into the attacks. Tien, stop! That technique drains your life force, Krillin yelled. But Tien didn't stop. He fired until his energy was completely gone, until his body gave out. He died standing up. Enough! Piccolo roared, stepping forward. Nappa, I'll... Then everyone felt it. A massive ki approaching. Overwhelming, terrifying, familiar. Vegeta's scouter started beeping frantically. What is this reading? The power level climbed. 5,000, 50,000, 500,000. The scouter exploded. Impossible! Vegeta ripped the smoking device from his face. No one has that much power! Goku landed between the Saiyans and his friends, a crater forming under his feet from the sheer force of his arrival. He didn't look at Vegeta or Nappa. He looked at the bodies. Yamcha, Tien, Chiatsu, his fists clenched. I told you to survive, he said quietly to the remaining Z Fighters. I told you I'd be here. Goku, we tried, but... Krillin started. It's not your fault. Goku finally looked up at Nappa. It's his. Nappa laughed. Oh, and what are you going to do about it, runt? Goku's hair flashed golden. Instant transformation. Super Saiyan. What? Nappa's laughter died. The legend. It's real? That's enough, Goku said simply. He moved. To Vegeta's absolute horror, Goku appeared behind Nappa. One punch. The giant Saiyan's eyes rolled back. His body went rigid. He collapsed forward, unconscious. One punch. Silence. Nappa. Vegeta stared at his fallen companion. Nappa has a power level of 4,000. He's an elite warrior. How did you? Because in this form, Goku said, his golden aura blazing, my power level's over 100 million. Your friend was never a threat. Vegeta took a step back, his hands trembling. Over 100 million? And that's just the start. Goku turned to face the Saiyan prince. You're Vegeta, prince of all Saiyans, power level 18,000? Stronger than Nappa. Probably think you're invincible. I am! Vegeta's pride overrode his fear. I am royalty. The legendary Super Saiyan should be me, not some low-class warrior like you. Should be doesn't matter. What matters is what is. Goku crossed his arms. You have two choices, Vegeta. Leave Earth now and never come back, or fight me and lose. I choose to destroy you. Vegeta's hands came together, purple energy gathering. Gallic gun. Wrong choice. Gallic gunfire. Vegeta's most powerful attack, capable of destroying planets, roared toward Goku. Goku raised one hand. Kamehameha. The beams collided. Vegeta's Gallic gun was pushed back immediately. Impossible! I'm putting everything into this. Vegeta screamed, pouring more energy into his attack. Goku increased his output by a fraction. The Kamehameha completely overpowered Vegeta's beam, sending the prince crashing into a mountain range 3 miles away. When Vegeta crawled out of the rubble, his armor cracked and smoking, his pride was in tatters. How can a low-class warrior be this strong? Because I train. Because I don't rely on being born royal. Goku's expression was calm, almost pitying. Power isn't about your bloodline, Vegeta. It's about pushing past your limits. No! I refuse to accept this. Vegeta looked up at the artificial moon ball he'd thrown into the sky earlier. If I can't beat you as I am, then I'll use the Saiyan's trump card. He transformed. His body exploded in size, becoming a great ape. A massive, terrifying beast with a power level of 180,000. Great Ape Vegeta's voice boomed across the battlefield. 10 times my normal power. Let's see you handle this. Goku looked up at the giant ape, completely unimpressed. Really? This again? I killed Raditz in a form beyond this. Lightning crackled around his golden aura. His muscles bulged slightly. Super Saiyan 2. This is the form I used to end Raditz in one punch, Goku explained calmly. You're not even close, Vegeta. Great Ape Vegeta swung his massive fist down. Goku caught it with one hand. Power level 180,000. Not bad. Goku's grip tightened and Vegeta's ape form howled in pain, but not nearly enough. Then Goku's hair began to grow, longer down his back. His brow became more pronounced. His aura exploded with such overwhelming force that the entire battlefield cracked and crumbled. Super Saiyan 3. What is that? Even in Great Ape form, Vegeta's voice held terror. This is what happens when you push beyond Super Saiyan. Twice. Goku's voice was deeper in this form. I don't need this form to beat you, Vegeta. Super Saiyan alone would have been more than enough. You're an insect compared to that power. But I wanted you to see this, to understand that there are levels beyond levels, that the journey doesn't end at Super Saiyan. He flicked Vegeta's Great Ape forehead. The transformation shattered like glass. Vegeta returned to normal, falling from the sky. Goku caught him gently before he hit the ground. You. Vegeta gasped, barely conscious, his entire body trembling. You didn't even need that power. You were showing off? No. I was showing you what's possible. Goku set Vegeta down carefully, showing you how far a Saiyan can go when they never stop pushing. You're strong, Vegeta. You could become even stronger, but your pride is holding you back. My pride is all I have. Vegeta spat blood. I'm the prince. This power should have been mine. No, Vegeta, you have more than pride. Goku powered down completely, his hair returning to black. You have potential, the ability to grow stronger than you can imagine. So here's what's going to happen. He pointed at Vegeta's space pod. You're going to leave Earth. Train. Push yourself beyond your limits. And when you think you're ready, Goku smiled, come back and fight me again. You're sparing me? Vegeta's eyes widened. After I came here to kill you all? Killing you would be pointless. You're not evil, Vegeta. You're just proud, and pride can be redirected. Goku extended his hand. Besides, I need a rival, someone who pushes me to get stronger. I think you can be that person. Vegeta stared at the offered hand, then slapped it away. I don't need your pity, Kakarot. One day, I'll surpass you. I'll achieve Super Saiyan. I'll reach those forms beyond, and I'll destroy you. He crawled to his space pod, his entire body shaking with humiliation and rage. "I'll be waiting." Goku called out as the pod launched. "Get stronger, Vegeta. I want a real fight next time." Piccolo approached as Vegeta's pod disappeared into the sky. "You let him go. He could come back with reinforcements." "He won't." Goku watched the pod become a speck. "Vegeta's too proud to ask for help. He'll train alone, obsess over me, and eventually..." A small smile crossed his face. "He'll unlock his own potential, maybe even achieve Super Saiyan." "How can you be so sure?" "Because I know him. Better than anyone in this timeline could understand. We were rivals, friends, brothers in battle. I won't give up on him," Goku thought to himself. Krillin approached, tears streaming down his face. Goku, Yamcha, Tien, Chiaotzu, they're gone. Not for long. Goku pulled out the Dragon Balls from where Bulma had gathered them. "We'll bring them back. Earth's Dragon Balls can grant one wish, so we'll wish back everyone killed by the Saiyans today. That should cover all 3 of them." They summoned Shenron, made the wish, and watched as Yamcha, Tien, and Chiaotzu returned to life. "And this time," Goku added, watching his friends celebrate their revival, "I'll make sure no one else has to die." 2 weeks later. The Z-Fighters stood around Shenron, having just revived Yamcha, Tien, and Chiaotzu. "Man, dying sucks," Yamcha said, stretching. "Don't do it again," Goku said with a grin. Then he turned serious. "But we learned something important during this fight. If Piccolo had died, Kami would have died too, and the Dragon Balls would have disappeared forever." "Wait, so we got lucky?" Krillin's eyes widened. "Very lucky. But there's another set of Dragon Balls. On Namek, Piccolo's home planet, they can grant 3 wishes instead of 1, and they're not tied to any one person's life." "How do you know all this?" Bulma asked suspiciously. "I talked with Kami. He told me about it." "Well, why do we need to go there?" Yamcha asked. Goku's expression darkened. "Because Frieza is heading there right now." "Who?" "A tyrant, possibly the strongest being in the universe. He destroyed planet Vegeta, the Saiyan homeworld, killed almost all of my race, and now he's going to Namek to wish for immortality." "How strong is he?" Tien asked nervously. "In his final form, power level around 120 million. Everyone's jaw dropped. 120 million! Yamcha fell over. "Goku, not even you. I can handle him." Goku's confidence was absolute, "but I need to go now, before he can hurt anyone." "I'm coming too," Gohan stepped forward. "Dad, I want to help." "Gohan, I won't fight Frieza, but I can help with other things. Please, Dad. I want to see the universe, learn about my Saiyan heritage." Goku looked at his son, 5 years old, brave, determined. He saw himself at that age. "All right, but you follow my orders exactly. Understand?" "Yes, sir." Krillin raised his hand. I'll come too. Someone needs to keep Gohan out of trouble." Bulma sighed. "And someone needs to operate the spaceship." "Fine, I'm in." Others decided to stay on Earth. 3 days into space travel, on the spaceship Bulma had prepared, Goku sat in deep meditation. Instant transmission. I learned it on Yardrat in my original timeline after Namek, but I remember exactly how it works. Locking onto key signatures across vast distances, moving through space itself. Goku thought. He'd been practicing using Gohan and Krillin's ki as anchors, teleporting short distances around the ship. "Dad, you just appeared behind me," Gohan yelped. "Sorry, still practicing the range." 3 days in, Goku's eyes snapped open. "I can sense it. Namek's energy, the Namekians." He stood up and placed his hands on Gohan's and Krillin's shoulders. "Wait, what are you?" Krillin started. "Hold on to Bulma." "Why would I?" Instant transmission. They materialized on Namek's surface, green sky and 3 suns overhead. Bulma fell over, vomiting. I hate that so much." "You can teleport?" Krillin screamed. "Just figured it out. Useful, right?" Goku grinned. "Come on, let's find the Namekians." They met the Namekians, befriended Dende, learned about Grand Elder Guru and the Dragon Balls. Then Frieza's forces arrived. The Ginyu force posed dramatically on the battlefield. "We are the Ginyu force, the most elite warriors in the universe," Captain Ginyu announced. "And we're here to take the Dragon Balls." Goku stepped forward. "Leave. Now. Final warning." Captain Ginyu's scouter beeped, reading Goku's suppressed power. 5,000? You dare threaten us with a power level of... Goku's hair flashed golden. Every scouter exploded simultaneously. What? What is that?" G stumbled backward. "I'm in a hurry," Goku said, his golden aura blazing. "So I'll make this quick." He moved. Punch. Rikum collapsed, unconscious. Punch. Birder crumpled. Punch. Jis and Guldo fell together. 4 punches. 4 unconscious Ginyu Force members. Total time, 2.3 seconds. Captain Ginyu stood alone, trembling. You're not human. What are you? A Saiyan. Now run back to Frieza and tell him Son Goku is here. And tell him. Goku's eyes hardened. If he wants the Dragon Balls, he'll have to go through me. Ginyu fled, dragging his unconscious team members. No time for games. No time for showing off. Frieza needs to be stopped before he hurts anyone. Frieza arrived in his hover chair, tail swishing with irritation. So you're the monkey who embarrassed my Ginyu Force. He looked Goku up and down. Power level 530,000 in this form, quite high for your species. And you're Frieza, the tyrant who destroyed planet Vegeta and the Saiyan race. Oh, you know about that? Frieza smiled cruelly. Yes, I eradicated them, too dangerous to let them live. Their potential was too great, and now I'll finish the job by killing you and that little half-breed child over there. Goku's fists clenched. Leave Gohan out of this. Why? So you can watch him die slowly? Frieza laughed. I think I'll make you watch as Goku's hair flashed golden. Super Saiyan. Frieza's laughter died. That hair, that power, no! The legend can't be real. It is. And you're about to find out why your race fears it. Frieza attacked immediately, not with words but with deadly intent. His first form moved with incredible speed, his tail lashing like a whip, his death beams piercing through mountains. Goku dodged everything effortlessly. Not bad for a warm-up, Goku commented, but you're holding back. Show me your true power. You dare. Frieza's body convulsed. He transformed to his second form, taller, bulkier, horns sprouting from his head. How about now? Goku yawned. Getting warmer. Keep going. Frieza screamed and transformed again. His third form was grotesque, elongated alien. His power had doubled again. Goku still dodged every attack with his hands in his pockets. Enough! Frieza's body began to shrink, compact. I'll show you my true form, the form that has never known defeat. I am the Emperor of the Universe. I am perfection itself. His final form was sleek, elegant, terrifying in its simplicity. There we go. Now you're ready. The real battle began, and it was completely one-sided. Goku in Super Saiyan form was so far beyond Frieza that the tyrant looked like he was moving in slow motion. Every punch Frieza threw, Goku dodged effortlessly. Every death beam was swatted aside like an annoying fly. Every planet-destroying attack was countered with casual precision. Impossible! Frieza screamed, firing blast after blast. I'm in my final form. I should be destroying you. You're strong, Frieza, probably the strongest person I've fought so far in this timeline. Goku appeared behind Frieza and delivered a kick that sent the tyrant crashing through 3 mountains. But you're nowhere near strong enough. For 10 minutes, Goku dominated Frieza completely. The tyrant's every attack was nullified. His every advantage turned to nothing. It wasn't even close. This is for planet Vegeta, Goku said, his fist connecting with Frieza's face. This is for the Namekians you killed. Another punch, cracking ribs. And this is for every innocent life you've taken across the universe. Frieza coughed blood, his body broken. How? How can a Saiyan monkey be this strong? Because I've lived through this before. Goku's expression turned cold. In another timeline, I gave you a chance. I tried to spare you, to let you change. You betrayed that mercy and tried to destroy Earth. What are you talking about? It doesn't matter. Goku's hair began to grow longer, his aura exploding with such force that Namek's surface cracked. His power tripled. Super Saiyan 3, because this time I'm not making that mistake. No. Wait. Frieza held up his hands. We can work together. I have armies, planets, wealth. We can rule the universe as partners. I'll give you anything. I don't want anything from you except your death. Goku's Kamehameha was instantaneous and overwhelming, a blue beam of pure energy that eclipsed the sun. When it faded, Frieza was gone, vaporized. Not even ash remained. The tyrant who'd terrorized the universe for decades, who destroyed planet Vegeta, who'd killed billions, was dead, and Namek's surface was intact. Goku had controlled his power perfectly. It's over, Goku said, powering down. He walked to where Grand Elder Guru waited with the Dragon Balls. You saved us, Guru said, tears in his ancient eyes. You destroyed the monster who would have killed my entire race, and you preserved our planet. I sensed you controlling your power perfectly. Namek is unharmed. I just did what was right. Goku smiled. Now about those wishes, do you need to use them for anything? To revive anyone Frieza killed? Yes, Guru nodded. We lost many of our people before you arrived. The wishes were made with Porunga, the Namekian dragon. 1. Revive all Namekians killed by Frieza and his forces. 2. Restore the Namekian villages that were destroyed. 3. Saved for later use by the Namekians. Thank you, Son Goku, Guru said. You have given my people a second chance. Then Goku used instant transmission to bring Gohan, Krillin, and Bulma back to Earth in an instant. The entire Namek saga took 3 days. 6 months later, somewhere in space. Vegeta had been training obsessively since his defeat. He'd taken his space pod and found a remote planet with extreme gravity, 150x Earth's normal gravity. Alone. Always alone. That's how the Prince of Saiyans trained. He pushed himself to the absolute edge of death every single day. His pride wouldn't let him rest. His humiliation drove him forward like a demon. Kakarot, that low-class warrior. Super Saiyan. Super Saiyan 2. Super Saiyan 3. I'm the prince, that power should be mine. And finally, after 6 months of hell, training in isolation with nothing but his rage and determination, it happened. He remembered the humiliation. The golden warrior catching his great ape fist with one hand. The gap between them so vast it might as well have been infinity. Rage, frustration, pride shattered and forged anew. His hair flashed gold. Yes! Vegeta's scream echoed across the empty planet. Golden aura blazing, he immediately flew to his space pod and set course for Earth. He had to show Kakarot, had to prove he'd finally reached the legend. Hours later, he landed in front of Goku's house in the mountains. Kakarot! He touched down, his golden hair blazing in the sunlight. Look, I've achieved it. I'm a Super Saiyan. We're equals now. Fight me! Goku looked up from where he was training Gohan, smiled and waved. Hey Vegeta, congrats! I knew you could do it. Don't patronize me. Vegeta's fists clenched. I'm your equal now. We're both Super Saiyans, so fight me. Vegeta, Goku's expression turned sympathetic. You remember our fight, right? You saw Super Saiyan 2 and Super Saiyan 3. We're not equals yet, but you've taken the first step, and that's huge. Vegeta's eye twitched. I know. I saw those forms. I remember. His golden aura flickered with his frustration. But I hoped, that maybe you hadn't really mastered them, that maybe I could close the gap before. Goku's hair grew longer, his power exploding. Super Saiyan 3. He held it for just a second, then powered down completely. Vegeta fell to his knees, his newly achieved Super Saiyan form flickering out. Damn you, Kakarot. You've completely mastered it. All of it. 6 months of training, Goku said gently. And yeah, I've refined Super Saiyan 3 a lot. But Vegeta, you achieved Super Saiyan in 6 months. Do you know how incredible that is? Incredible? Vegeta's voice was hollow. I finally reached the legendary form, and you're still 3 steps ahead. Super Saiyan 2, Super Saiyan 3. What am I supposed to do? How am I supposed to catch up? By training. By pushing beyond your limits. By not giving up. Goku's smile was genuine, encouraging. You'll reach Super Saiyan 2, then Super Saiyan 3, and who knows? Maybe you'll even find a path beyond that that's uniquely yours. Uniquely mine, Vegeta repeated bitterly. You mean settle for second place while you keep ascending? No, I mean find your own way to be strong. You don't have to follow my path, Vegeta. You can forge your own. Before Vegeta could respond, a time machine materialized in the yard with a flash of light. A young man with lavender hair and a sword stepped out, his eyes widening when he saw Goku standing there, healthy and powerful. Your son, Goku? The young man looked confused. But you're not sick, and your power... He pulled out a device that immediately exploded. That's impossible! And you are? Goku asked, though he knew perfectly well. I'm Trunks, from the future. I came to warn you about... He noticed Vegeta kneeling on the ground. Father? What happened to you? Father! Vegeta's head snapped up. What are you talking about, boy? I'm your son from 20 years in the future. Trunks looked between Goku and Vegeta, confused. In my timeline, the androids appear in 3 years and destroy everything. They kill all the Z-fighters except Gohan, who trains me until he dies too. I came back to warn you and give Goku the medicine for the heart virus that kills him. But, he looked at Goku. You're already way stronger than anything in my timeline. What's going on? I've been training, Goku said simply. And I already know about the androids. Dr. Gero, numbers 17, 18, 19, and 20. Plus Cell, who comes from an even worse future timeline. Trunks' jaw dropped. How do you know all that? Good instincts, Goku grinned. But Thank you for coming to warn us. It means a lot that you cared enough to risk time travel. In my timeline, the androids killed everyone. They have unlimited energy and power levels in the 100s of millions. Nobody could stop them. Trunks looked at Goku's calm face. But you're different. Stronger. Maybe things will be different this time. They will be, Goku promised, because I'm not going to let anyone die. Not this time. As Trunks returned to his time machine, still confused but hopeful, Vegeta stood up slowly. So I have a son in the future, he muttered. And he came back to warn you, not me. He's a good kid, Goku said. Strong, brave, cares about others. You'd be proud of him. Proud. Vegeta's fists clenched. 3 years until the androids. 3 years until the next challenge. Yep. Goku looked up at the sky, his expression distant. 3 years to prepare. 3 years to push even further. Further? Vegeta's eye twitched. Further than Super Saiyan 3? How? By tapping into something beyond Saiyan power entirely. Goku's eyes gleamed with knowledge. In my past, in my training, I've sensed something, divine key, the power of gods, and I think... He clenched his fist. I think I can reach it again. Divine key? Vegeta whispered. You mean like Kami? Bigger, stronger, the realm where gods of destruction and angels exist? Goku's smile was excited, almost childlike. And in 3 years, I'm going to achieve it. Vegeta stared at the warrior who'd surpassed him at every turn, who kept finding new mountains to climb while Vegeta was still learning to walk. Kakarot, you're not just a warrior, you're a monster. Nah, Goku laughed. I'm just a guy who loves to fight and hates seeing people get hurt. Come on, Vegeta, let's train together for these 3 years. I'll help you reach Super Saiyan 2. And who knows, maybe you'll surprise me. As they stood there, the sun setting behind them, neither warrior knew that in 3 years, Goku would indeed tap into Divine Ki, and the android saga would be over before it even began. 3 years later. The sun rose over the mountains where Goku trained, but he was already awake. He'd been awake for hours, pushing his Super Saiyan 3 form to its absolute limits. There has to be something beyond this, he thought, his golden aura blazing with power. In my past life, I achieved Divine Ki, Super Saiyan God. But how do I reach it again without the ritual? Without 5 righteous Saiyans to channel their energy? He'd been searching for years now, trying to recapture that feeling of divinity, but it remained frustratingly out of reach. Dad? Gohan's voice broke his concentration. His son, now 8 years old, stood at the entrance to the training ground. Ready for morning training? Goku powered down and smiled. Ready. Show me what you've got. The past 3 years had transformed Gohan. Under Goku's intense training regimen, his son had become a prodigy that surpassed even Goku's own childhood development. At age 8, Gohan could already access Super Saiyan. All right, Dad, here I go. Gohan's hair flashed golden. They sparred, Goku using only his Super Saiyan form to match his son's level. Gohan's technique had improved dramatically, his movements precise, his ki control refined. He was learning fast. Too fast, Goku thought with a mix of pride and concern. In my original timeline, Gohan didn't train this seriously until the Cell Saga, but I need him ready. Need all of them ready. Good, Goku praised as Gohan landed a solid combination. But you're still holding back. Push harder. I don't want to hurt you. You won't. Trust me. Goku's eyes gleamed with challenge. Try to go beyond Super Saiyan. Feel the anger, the need to protect. Push past your limits. Gohan's aura intensified. Lightning began to crackle around his golden energy. His muscles bulged slightly, power surging. That's it, Goku encouraged. Don't stop. Push. With a scream of effort, electricity exploded around Gohan's body. His hair became more defined, standing straighter. His aura blazed with golden lightning. Super Saiyan 2. I did it? Gohan stared at his hands, electricity dancing across his fingers. You did it. Goku powered down and hugged his son. I'm so proud of you, Gohan. Super Saiyan 2 at age 8. You're incredible. Chi-Chi appeared on the porch, arms crossed. That's wonderful, dear. Now can you both come inside before Gohan's breakfast gets cold? And Goku, remember what that boy from the future said about the heart virus. You need to be careful. Goku waved dismissively. Chi-Chi, I feel fine. Trunks gave me the medicine 3 years ago, and I've been taking it regularly. I don't think I need... Then it hit him. The pain was sudden and overwhelming. His chest seized. His heart felt like it was being crushed in a vice. He collapsed to one knee, gasping. Gohan caught him. Goku! Chi-Chi ran down from the port. The heart virus. just like Trunks warned, but different this time. My reborn body, it's fighting it. He could feel his enhanced Saiyan biology battling the infection. His divine ki, even though he couldn't fully access it yet, was burning through the virus like fire through paper. What should have killed him was being destroyed by his own overwhelming power. Get the medicine that Trunks gave us. Goku managed through gritted teeth. Chi-Chi brought the antidote that future Trunks had delivered 3 years ago. He drank it, and then he focused inward, directing his ki to help his body fight. 1 week later, Goku sat up in bed, perfectly healthy. That should have killed you, Bulma said, looking at the test results with her scientific equipment. The virus was incredibly aggressive, but your body fought it off in 7 days, combined with Trunks' medicine. In the future timeline he described, even with medicine, this took months. But I'm not that Goku anymore. My body's been tempered by power beyond mortal limits. The medicine gave me the boost I needed, and my body did the rest. Goku flexed his hand, feeling his strength returned. A virus doesn't stand a chance. Vegeta appeared in the doorway, arms crossed. So you're not dead. Good. That means I can still surpass you. How's your training going? Goku asked. Vegeta's response was to transform. Golden hair, crackling lightning, Super Saiyan 2. I achieved it 6 months ago, Vegeta said with barely contained pride. Through my own effort, no help, no shortcuts. That's amazing, Vegeta, Goku grinned. You're catching up faster than I expected. Catching up, Vegeta's eye twitched. Always catching up, never surpassing. The androids will be here today, Goku said, standing. Are you ready? I was born ready. The city street erupted in screams as 2 figures descended from the sky. Android 19, a pale, rotund android with a mohawk and expressionless face. Dr. Gero, Android 20, the mastermind behind the artificial beings, his mechanical eyes scanning for targets. Humans, Dr. Gero said coldly. Scream louder. Your terror fuels my revenge against that Saiyan. Then they felt it. An overwhelming presence. Goku landed in front of them, not a trace of illness in his posture. Dr. Gero, Android 19, I know what you are, I know what you want, and I'm giving you one chance to leave Earth and never come back. You're supposed to be dying. Dr. Gero's mechanical eyes widened. The virus. My calculations showed. Your calculations were wrong. Goku's hair flashed golden. Leave. Now. Android 19 stepped forward. He is merely one warrior. We can absorb his energy, and Goku moved. One punch. Android 19 exploded into fragments of metal and circuitry, destroyed so completely that not even his power core remained intact. Dr. Gero stumbled backward, his mechanical face showing something that might have been fear. That power, that's impossible. You shouldn't be able to. Another punch. Dr. Gero's android body shattered. As he fell, dying, his emergency protocol activated, sending a signal to his underground laboratory. Activate 17, 18, and 16. No, Goku muttered, sensing the energy signatures awakening in the distance. He activated them anyway. Vegeta, Piccolo, Tien, Krillin, and Gohan arrived moments later. We felt the energy spike, Piccolo said. You already finished them? But he activated the other androids before I could stop him. Goku's expression was serious. 17, 18, and 16 are awake. They're stronger than 19 and 20 were. We need to go there now. Dr. Gero's underground laboratory. 3 figures emerged from their pods. Android 17, a young man with black hair and a red bandana wearing a brown vest. Android 18, a blonde woman with a cold beauty dressed in a jean jacket and skirt. Android 16, a massive, orange-haired android built like a tank. Finally free, 17 said, stretching. Do you know how boring it was in there? Where's Dr. Gero? 18 asked, looking around the lab. Then the wall exploded. Goku stepped through, still in Super Saiyan form. Behind him, the Z-Fighters stood ready. Androids 17, 18, and 16, Goku said calmly. I'm not here to destroy you, but I can't let you harm innocent people either. Harm people? 17 laughed. Speak for yourself, you just blew up a wall. We were created to kill Son Goku, 18 said, examining her nails. I'm guessing that's you? It is. But Dr. Gero is dead. You're not bound to his mission anymore. You can choose your own path. Choose, 16's deep voice rumbled. We are programmed to. You're more than your programming, Goku insisted. You have unlimited energy. You have power beyond most beings in the universe. But you also have free will. Dr. Gero might have built you, but he doesn't control you anymore. 17 and 18 exchanged glances. You want us to just leave? 17 asked suspiciously. I want you to live your own lives, but if you insist on fighting, Goku's power exploded, his aura intensifying. I'll have to stop you, non-lethally if possible, but I will stop you. Cocky, 18 smirked. Let's test that confidence. The battle began. 17 and 18 attacked in perfect synchronization, their unlimited energy allowing them to fight at full power indefinitely. They were fast, precise, and absolutely ruthless. Goku held back, using only his Super Saiyan form, dodging and blocking rather than attacking. He wanted to tire them out, or at least frustrate them enough to listen. But they didn't tire. That was their advantage. You're not even trying to hurt us, 17 observed. Why? Because you're not evil, Goku said, catching 18's kick and gently pushing her back. You're just following programming you don't have to follow. And if we want to kill you anyway, 18 asked, then I'll stop holding back. His hair grew longer. His power tripled. Super Saiyan 3. Both androids stumbled backward from the sheer force of his transformation. That's impossible, 17 whispered. We have infinite energy and he's still stronger, 18 finished. Goku powered down to Super Saiyan. I could destroy both of you right now, completely, but I won't, because you deserve better than being weapons. He looked at 18 specifically. You deserve to find your own purpose, maybe even find someone who sees you as more than an android. 18's eyes flickered to Krillin, who stood with the other Z-fighters, looking terrified but determined. Fine, 17 said after a long moment. We won't hunt you, but we're not joining your little superhero team either. Fair enough, Goku smiled. Just one more thing. Dr. Gero installed bombs inside you, emergency shutdown devices. I can remove them if you want. Give you true freedom. 18's hand went to her chest instinctively. You can do that? I know a scientist who can. Bulma brief. She's smarter than Dr. Gero ever was. After some deliberation, both 17 and 18 agreed. Android 16, the gentle giant programmed only to love nature and kill Goku, chose to have his Goku-killing directive removed instead. Capsule Corp. 2 hours later. Bulma worked carefully, her tools precise as she operated on the androids. Fascinating, she muttered. The engineering is incredible, even if the man who made it was a monster. These bombs are directly connected to your core systems. Removing them without damaging you will take precision. Krillin stood nearby, unable to stop staring at Android 18. She noticed. What are you looking at? Short stuff? Sorry, you're really pretty. I mean, not that androids can't be pretty. I'm sure you're very nice too. I'm not just objectifying you based on looks. I respect you as a person. Or android. Or 18 actually smiled. Barely. Just a tiny upturn of her lips. You're weird. I get that a lot. Weird isn't bad, she said quietly. There. Bulma stepped back. Bombs removed. You're completely autonomous now. No kill switches, no emergency protocols. You're as free as any person. 17 stood up, flexing his hands. Free. Actually free. He looked at Goku. Thank you, genuinely. Don't thank me, Goku said. Just live good lives. That's all I ask. Then the sky darkened. Everyone ran outside to see a massive organic shape descending from space. But before it could land, Goku's eyes snapped to it, sensing the malevolent energy within. Everyone, stay here, Goku commanded, his voice sharp with urgency. What is it? Piccolo asked. Cell. From the future timeline. He's come here to absorb 17 and 18. Goku's aura exploded, and I'm not letting him hurt anyone to power up. He vanished. 20 miles outside the city. Goku intercepted Cell's organic ship mid-descent, appearing directly in front of it with instant transmission. Cell burst from the ship, his imperfect form grotesque and insectoid. His eyes widened, seeing Goku waiting for him. Son Goku, I've traveled through time to absorb the androids and achieve perfection. But first, you're not absorbing anyone, Goku said coldly, and you're definitely not killing people to power up. How do you know my... Goku transformed. Super Saiyan 3. Because I know everything about you, Cell. You're made from the cells of me, Vegeta, Piccolo, Frieza, and King Cold. Dr. Gero's computer spent decades collecting our cells, creating you. You can use all our techniques. You can regenerate from a single cell. And in my original timeline, you absorbed thousands of people to reach your semi-perfect form. Cell's eyes narrowed. Original timeline? Doesn't matter. What matters is that this timeline you don't hurt anyone. Cell laughed, his tail whipping. You think you can stop me? I have your cells. I have everyone's power. I can. Goku moved faster than Cell could perceive, his fist driving into Cell's chest with such force that the bioandroid's body cratered inward. You have copies of our cells, Goku corrected, his voice ice cold. Copies from when Dr. Gero first collected them. Decades-old data. You don't have my current power. You don't have my divine potential. You're fighting with obsolete information. Cell tried to regenerate, his body reforming around the massive damage. I can regenerate infinitely. You can't. Can't kill you? Watch me. But Cell was fast. He used Solar Flare, Teen's technique, to blind Goku momentarily and escaped, flying at maximum speed toward the nearest city. He's going to try to absorb people to power up. Goku caught him in midair, one hand clamping around Cell's tail. Nice try. Goku's grip tightened, but I'm not letting you hurt anyone. He dragged Cell back to the wasteland, away from all population centers. Cell struggled, firing Kamehameha waves, death beams, everything in his arsenal. Goku tanked every attack without flinching. Impossible, Cell screamed. Your power, how can you be this strong? Because I've lived through this before. I've fought you before in a future that doesn't exist anymore. Goku's expression hardened, and I'm not making the same mistakes. Cell's body began to swell, preparing to self-destruct. Then I'll take you with me. And while you're dead, I'll absorb the and. Goku's aura changed. It started as golden energy. Then something else mixed in. Something Cell's stolen cells recognized with primal terror. Divine Ki. Not fully transformed yet, but present. Burning. Divine energy that operated on a completely different level than mortal power. What? What is that? Cell's voice cracked with fear he couldn't understand. This is me tapping into power you can never have, Goku said, because Gero's computers stopped collecting my cells before I achieved this, before I transcended mortality itself. The divine Ki burned brighter. Red energy began mixing with his golden Super Saiyan 3 aura, an unstable combination but overwhelmingly powerful. Cell tried to run again, tried to regenerate, tried everything. But divine Ki at this level was simply too much for his regenerative abilities to handle. Goku appeared in front of Cell, his hand glowing with red and gold energy mixed together. He placed it on Cell's core, the nucleus from which all regeneration stemmed. Goodbye, Cell. In another timeline, I gave you a chance, let you hold a tournament. People died because of my mercy. His eyes hardened. Not this time. The divine energy pulsed with overwhelming power. Cell screamed as his body was destroyed at the cellular level. Every single cell simultaneously obliterated by overwhelming divine energy that far surpassed anything his regeneration could handle. Power so intense it destroyed him faster than he could possibly regenerate. When the light faded, nothing remained, not even ash. Goku stood alone in the wasteland, his breath heavy, his aura still flickering with traces of red. Did you just use divine Ki? Vegeta's voice came from behind. The other Z-fighters had sensed the battle and arrived. Barely, Goku admitted, powering down completely, just enough to permanently kill Cell before he could hurt anyone. But I felt it, the memory of that power, I'm close to fully awakening it. Divine Ki, Vegeta repeated, his fists clenching, the realm of gods, and you're almost there. We're safe now, Goku said, ignoring Vegeta's frustration. He looked at 17 and 18, who had also arrived with Bulma. Cell's dead. No one else knows you exist. You're free to live however you want. 17 nodded slowly. You saved us from becoming monsters. Thank you. 18 looked at Krillin, something soft in her usually cold expression. Yeah, thanks. The android threat was over. Cell was destroyed before reaching even his semi-perfect form, and for the first time in Goku's memory of these events, no one had died. 2 weeks later, Wasteland Training Ground. Goku stood alone, his eyes closed, feeling the energy within himself. I almost had it during the Cell fight. That divine Ki. I felt it mixing with my Super Saiyan power, but it was unstable, raw. I need to do it properly, fully. He thought back to his original timeline. The ritual with 5 Saiyans, the warmth of divine energy, the feeling of transcending his mortal limits. But this time, there was no ritual, no 5 righteous Saiyans channeling their energy. Just him, his memories, and the knowledge that his body had experienced this before. I don't need a ritual. I've been a Super Saiyan God. My body remembers. My Ki remembers. I just need to reach for it. He focused inward beyond his Super Saiyan transformations. Beyond the mortal power that had carried him this far, He reached for something older, something divine that his previous life had touched. His aura began to shift. Golden energy flickered, then changed. Red. Deep, divine red. Heat radiated from his body, not the destructive heat of power, but the warmth of divine energy. His muscles streamlined, becoming leaner, more efficient. His hair turned red, brilliant crimson. His eyes shifted to a lighter shade, taking on a reddish hue. Super Saiyan God. I did it, Goku breathed, looking at his hands. The power was immense but controlled. Calm. Divine. I've reclaimed it, not through ritual, but through my own will, through remembering what it meant to be a god. He could feel the difference immediately. This wasn't like his other transformations. It wasn't about multiplying his power through rage or pushing his Saiyan biology to its limits. This was about operating on a completely different level. Divine ki that transcended mortal energy entirely. Vegeta's voice cut through his thoughts. Goku turned to see Vegeta landing nearby, his eyes widening at Goku's new form. That energy, that's divine ki. You've actually reached the realm of gods. Yeah, Goku said with a smile. Super Saiyan God, the form I achieved in my past life through ritual, but this time I did it through my own power, through understanding what divine ki actually is. Vegeta's fists clenched so hard his knuckles turned white. I finally achieved Super Saiyan 2. I think I'm getting closer to you. And you're already a god? Vegeta. Don't. Vegeta's voice was hollow. Don't tell me I'll catch up. Don't tell me I'll find my own path. Just don't. He turned and flew away, leaving Goku alone with his divine power and the knowledge that the gap between them had grown wider than ever. Peace. 7 years of glorious, wonderful, frustrating peace. Goku had spent every day refining Super Saiyan God, learning to enter and exit the form at will, understanding the nuances of divine ki, how it was fundamentally different from mortal energy, how it allowed him to sense and fight on levels that Super Saiyan 3 couldn't touch. His base form had evolved too. Traces of divine energy lingered even when he powered down, making him stronger than he'd ever been. Gohan had graduated high school, fallen in love with Videl, Mr. Satan's daughter, and mostly retired from fighting. He was happy studying and planning for college, and Goku respected that choice completely. Vegeta had trained obsessively, achieving Super Saiyan 3 through sheer determination. But divine ki remained frustratingly out of his reach. The gap between them was now measured in realms, mortal versus divine. Then came the 25th World Martial Arts Tournament. Goku dominated every match without even transforming. His base form alone, enhanced by years of divine ki training, was beyond anything the human world had seen. He won the tournament effortlessly, though he let Mr. Satan take the public credit to maintain peace. But during the celebration, two figures appeared that made everyone stop. A purple-skinned man with a mohawk and elaborate robes, a taller figure in white with pointed ears and white hair, Supreme Kai, and Kibito. Son Goku, Supreme Kai approached with urgency. I am the Supreme Kai of Universe 7. We need your help. A terrible evil, an ancient demon named Majin Buu, is about to be unleashed on this world. A wizard named Babidi has come to resurrect him, and if he succeeds... I know, Goku said calmly. Majin Buu, the ancient evil that destroyed galaxies, killed all but 4 Supreme Kais. You're worried Babidi will use strong warriors to generate the energy needed to break Buu's seal. Supreme Kai's eyes widened in shock. How do you know all this? Good instincts, Goku said with a slight smile. And I'm guessing Babidi's target is someone here. Someone with enough dark energy in their heart to be controlled. His eyes shifted to Vegeta, who stood nearby with crossed arms. Don't look at me, Kakarot, Vegeta growled. I'm not going to be controlled by some 2-bit wizard. I know you won't, Goku said with confidence. Your pride won't allow it. But then the sky darkened. A wave of magical energy pulsed across the tournament grounds. People screamed and ran as a small floating figure appeared above the stadium. Babidi, a short, pale wizard with a distinctive M pattern on his clothing. I sense powerful warriors here. Babidi's voice echoed with dark magic. Warriors whose energy I can exploit, whose darkness I can manipulate. His hands glowed with magical energy. Submit to me. Become my Majin and help me resurrect the great Majin Buu. The magical energy shot toward Vegeta like a seeking missile. Vegeta stood motionless as the spell surrounded him. The magical mark tried to form on his forehead, the M that would signify Babidi's control. "Vegeta, resist," Goku shouted. For a moment, it looked like the magic would take hold. Vegeta's eyes glazed over. Power surged around him. Then his eyes cleared. His aura exploded with pure fury and pride. "You think I need power from you?" Vegeta's voice was thunder. He transformed. Super Saiyan 3. His longest form achieved through years of grueling training. "I don't need magical boosts. I don't need shortcuts. If I'm going to surpass Kakarot, it'll be through my own strength." The magical seal shattered like glass, but Babidi stumbled backward in shock. "Impossible. No one has ever resisted my Majin spell." "I'm not no one," Vegeta said coldly, his golden aura blazing around his lengthened hair. "I'm Vegeta, Prince of all Saiyans, and my pride doesn't bow to anyone, not you, not gods, and certainly not to some pathetic wizard trying to use me as a puppet. Then I'll awaken Buu without you," Babidi screamed in rage and desperation. He activated his backup plan. Underground, in a hidden location he prepared, the ancient seal on Majin Buu's ball began to crack. Babidi had been gathering energy from ambient violence and darkness for years, storing it for exactly this moment. The seal shattered. Pink smoke erupted from the ball, and Majin Buu was born at the sealed location. The smoke coalesced into a physical form: pink skin, a round, chubby body, childlike features with an innocent face. He looked harmless, almost adorable. "Buu, Buu hungry," the creature said, his voice high-pitched and simple. Babidi appeared via teleportation, his face split in a triumphant grin. "Yes, Majin Buu, you are finally free. Now destroy." Then Goku appeared via instant transmission, followed by Vegeta, Supreme Kai, and the other Z fighters. "Don't move, Buu," Goku said calmly, his aura already shifting red. "I don't want to hurt you." "Don't be fooled by his appearance," Supreme Kai warned frantically. "That's Fat Buu, the form he takes when he absorbs the Grand Supreme Kai. He's still incredibly dangerous. He can turn anyone into candy. He can regenerate from any damage. His power is unfathomable. Goku's hair turned crimson. His aura blazed with divine energy. Super Saiyan God. Buu tilted his head, his antenna twitching. He sensed something strange about this warrior. "You? Different. You smell like God?" "Because I am one," Goku said. "Sort of. Listen, Buu, I know you're not evil by nature. I can sense there's good in you, buried under Babidi's influence. I don't want to fight you, but if you try to hurt anyone, I will stop you." Babidi screamed. "Don't listen to him. Kill them. Kill them all. I command you." Buu looked at Babidi, then at Goku, then back at Babidi. Babidi, mean. Always yelling at Buu, always telling Buu what to do. "That's because you're my creation, my weapon. You exist to serve me," Babidi shrieked. Buu's expression darkened. "Buu, don't like you." Before Babidi could react, Buu's hand shot out. The wizard was transformed into chocolate, a small piece of candy with a terrified face. Buu ate him. "Problem solved?" Goku asked, hopefully, powering down slightly. But then Buu's expression changed, not to evil but to confusion, to internal conflict. Buu feel strange, angry. Buu remember bad things, being sealed, being controlled. Supreme Kai is trying to stop Buu. His voice grew darker. "Buu hate being controlled. Buu hate being sealed." "Buu, wait." Supreme Kai stepped forward. "We sealed you because you were destroying everything. You killed billions. You sealed Buu." Buu's aura exploded and his body began to convulse. "No," Goku whispered, recognizing what was happening. "He's purging the good. The Grand Supreme Kai's influence. He's reverting to..." The transformation was horrifying. Fat Buu's body writhed and shifted. Pink energy erupted as his form became smaller, leaner. His face lost all traces of innocence, replaced by pure malice. When the transformation ended, a different being stood before them. Kid Buu. Pure evil. The original form. No trace of the Grand Supreme Kai's goodness. Just an entity of chaos and destruction that existed only to annihilate. Kid Buu didn't speak, couldn't speak. He only screamed, a sound of pure malevolent joy, and immediately fired a massive energy blast at the Earth's core. "No!" Goku moved instantly, appearing in front of the blast and deflecting it into space with his divine ki. But Kid Buu wasn't fighting to win. He was fighting to destroy. He fired another blast at a nearby city, then another at the Z fighters, and then at the planet itself. Over and over, each attack launched with childlike glee. "Everyone, get back," Goku commanded. "Supreme Kai, take them away from here, now! I can't just... That's an order." Divine energy flared around Goku as he blocked another planet-destroying blast. "This thing will kill everyone just to annoy me. Go." Supreme Kai grabbed Vegeta, Gohan, and the others, using his Kai teleportation technique to transport them to safety. Kid Buu giggled, a horrifying sound, and fired a blast that should have vaporized Goku. Goku caught it with one hand and crushed it. You want to fight? Fine. His crimson aura intensified. But not here. Not where you can hurt innocent people. He grabbed Kid Buu and flew upward at incredible speed, carrying the demon into Earth's upper stratosphere. High enough that they were above the clouds and away from population centers, but still within the planet's atmosphere where Goku could breathe. They fought at the edge of space. Kid Buu's speed was incredible. He moved like nothing Goku had fought before, pure chaos given form. He fired blasts downward, trying to destroy cities below, tried to blast the planet's surface from this height. Goku intercepted every attack, his divine ki allowing him to move on the same level as this ancient evil. But Kid Buu was learning, adapting. He watched Supreme Kai use his Kai technique earlier and then impossibly copied it. You learned Kai? Goku's eyes widened as Kid Buu vanished and reappeared using the Supreme Kai's teleportation technique. You copied his technique just by watching? Kid Buu's scream was answer enough. He used Kai again, this time teleporting directly to Supreme Kai planet where the Z-Fighters had taken refuge. Damn it! Goku pursued instantly, like arriving just as Kid Buu landed on the sacred world of the Kais. No! Vegeta stepped forward, transforming into Super Saiyan 3 instantly. His golden hair flowed down his back, electricity crackling around his powerful aura. I'll fight him. Vegeta. Wait, Goku started. No, Kakarot. Vegeta's voice was firm. I've trained for years to reach this level. I won't stand on the sidelines while you play hero again. I'm the Prince of all Saiyans. This is my fight. Supreme Kai looked panicked, but Kid Buu is... I know what he is. Vegeta's aura exploded, and I'm gonna destroy him myself. Goku hesitated. He could feel Kid Buu's overwhelming power. He knew how dangerous this demon was. But he also saw the determination in Vegeta's eyes, the need to prove himself, to protect others through his own strength. All right, Goku said quietly, but I'm staying close. If things go wrong... They won't, Vegeta growled, then launched himself at Kid Buu. The battle was fierce. Vegeta fought with everything he had. His Super Saiyan 3 form blazed with golden lightning as he unleashed devastating combos. Final flash, big bang attack, continuous energy blasts that lit up the sacred planet. And at first, he was winning. Kid Buu was powerful, but Vegeta's technique was refined. His attacks were precise and brutal. He drove the demon back, crater after crater forming across Supreme Kai planet. See, Vegeta shouted between attacks. I can handle this. I don't need... Kid Buu regenerated instantly from a devastating punch and giggled. That horrifying, childlike giggle. Then the demon's attacks changed. He stopped just defending. He started adapting, learning Vegeta's patterns, reading his movements. A punch caught Vegeta in the ribs, then another, and another. No, Vegeta blocked, but Kid Buu stretched his arm impossibly long, hitting from an angle that shouldn't exist. Vegeta's slowing down, Piccolo observed from the sidelines. His stamina is draining from maintaining Super Saiyan 3. Goku's fists clenched. Come on, Vegeta. Vegeta gasped for breath, his golden aura flickering slightly. Super Saiyan 3 burned through energy rapidly, and the prolonged battle was taking its toll. Kid Buu sensed the weakness and pressed harder. A devastating kick sent Vegeta crashing through a mountain. He struggled to stand, blood dripping from his mouth. Damn it. I can still fight. But his body trembled with exhaustion. Kid Buu appeared in front of him, faster than Vegeta could react. The demon grabbed Vegeta by the throat, lifting him into the air. Vegeta! Gohan screamed. Help him! Krillin shouted. Goku transformed to Super Saiyan 3 and launched forward. Vegeta, hold on! He appeared beside Kid Buu with instant transmission and delivered a powerful kick that forced the demon to release Vegeta. Goku caught his rival before he could fall. Thanks, Vegeta gasped. Save your strength. Goku set Vegeta down gently, then turned to face Kid Buu. My turn. The two Super Saiyan 3 warriors faced the ancient demon. Together? Goku asked. Together, Vegeta confirmed, his pride taking a backseat to survival. They attacked in tandem. Goku and Vegeta, two Saiyans who'd pushed each other to greater and greater heights, fighting side by side against pure chaos. Their Kamehameha and Final Flash combined into a devastating beam of energy. Their physical attacks complemented each other. Where one struck high, the other struck low. For several minutes, they held their own. They pushed Kid Buu back, damaged him severely. But Kid Buu didn't tire, didn't slow down, just kept regenerating and fighting with that horrifying, gleeful energy, and both Saiyans were exhausted. Super Saiyan 3's energy drain was brutal. Vegeta was barely standing. Even Goku, with his enhanced stamina from training, could feel his power waning. Kid Buu sensed it. The demon created a clone of himself, two Kid Buus attacking simultaneously. Not good. Goku blocked one's attack while Vegeta struggled against the other. Then, Kid Buu's strategy became clear. Both clones merged back together and focused entirely on Vegeta, the weaker of the two warriors. "Vegeta, move!" Goku shouted, but Vegeta was too slow, too exhausted. Kid Buu's antenna wrapped around Vegeta like a whip, binding him completely. The demon's hand began glowing pink, a point-blank energy blast that would completely destroy Vegeta's body. "No," Goku screamed, flying toward them, but he was too far. Even with instant transmission, by the time he locked onto Vegeta's ki, Kid Buu's blast would have already fired. Time seemed to slow. Goku saw Vegeta's eyes, wide, accepting his fate. His rival, his friend, the man who'd pushed him to be stronger, about to die. Not again. Not again. His golden aura exploded as he pushed Super Saiyan 3 to its absolute limit, but it wasn't enough. He couldn't reach Vegeta in time at this speed. "I need more. I need divine speed." His aura shifted. Then he made his choice. He dropped Super Saiyan 3 entirely and transformed into the form he'd been mastering for 7 years. Super Saiyan God. His hair turned crimson. His eyes shifted. Divine ki flooded his body, and his speed transcended mortal limits. Goku moved, not at Super Saiyan 3 speed, at divine speed. He appeared between Kid Buu and Vegeta in an instant that transcended normal perception. His hand caught Kid Buu's energy blast, the one that would have killed Vegeta, and crushed it effortlessly with divine power. What is that?" Supreme Kai's voice was filled with awe, even having seen this form before. Kid Buu's eyes widened, the first time the demon had shown something resembling actual surprise. "You're not killing anyone," Goku said, his voice carrying divine authority. "Not Vegeta, not anyone. This ends now." He grabbed Kid Buu's antenna and ripped it off with such force that the demon was flung across the planet. Then Goku gently lowered Vegeta to the ground. "Rest," Goku said softly. "I've got this." That form. Vegeta stared at the crimson-haired warrior. "Super Saiyan God, you've mastered it." 7 years of training, Goku confirmed. "I can maintain it easily now, and at divine speed, I can protect everyone." "You saved my life, again." Vegeta's voice was quiet. "Because that's what rivals do. What friends do." Goku turned back toward Kid Buu, who was already regenerating. "Now rest, Vegeta. Let me handle this." For once, Vegeta didn't argue. He powered down, exhausted, and watched as Goku faced the ancient demon alone. "Now," Goku said, his divine aura blazing like a star, "let's settle this. Just you and me." Kid Buu attacked with renewed fury. He regenerated from every hit, stretched his body in impossible ways, created clones of himself, even tried to absorb Goku by turning his body into a liquid trap. But divine ki was different. Divine energy operated on a level that Kid Buu's ancient magic couldn't fully counter. Goku dodged, blocked, and countered with precise strikes that damaged Kid Buu more thoroughly than mortal attacks. Every punch burned with divine fire. Every energy blast struck deeper than normal ki could reach. "You're strong," Goku admitted as they fought. "Probably the strongest enemy I've faced in this timeline. Frieza was powerful, Cell was dangerous, but you," he kicked Kid Buu across the planet. "You're chaos itself, pure unthinking destruction." Kid Buu regenerated and giggled again, clearly enjoying the fight. "But here's the thing about chaos," Goku continued, his red aura intensifying. "It can be overcome with enough power, with enough purpose, with divine will and energy that surpasses mortal limits." His hands came together and divine ki gathered between his palms, red energy mixed with white light, power that transcended the mortal plane. Kid Buu sensed the danger. He gathered his own energy, a massive pink blast designed to destroy everything. The beams collided, but there was no struggle, no back and forth. Divine ki overwhelmed chaos through sheer superior power. Goku's Kamehameha, infused with the power of Super Saiyan God, overwhelmed Kid Buu's attack immediately. The Kamehameha beam struck the ancient demon directly in his core. Kid Buu screamed, not in pain but in rage at being denied his destruction, and then he was gone, completely destroyed. Every molecule of his being obliterated by the overwhelming divine energy. His essence scattered to nothingness. No regeneration, no reform, just total annihilation by power that operated beyond what his ancient body could handle. No chance to regenerate. No opportunity to spawn another form. No Fat Buu emerging from the destruction. Complete and total destruction. When the light faded, Goku stood alone on Supreme Kai Planet, his breath heavy, his divine aura flickering but holding steady. Is he? Vegeta's voice was quiet. Is he gone? Completely, Goku confirmed, powering down. Kid Buu's gone from this universe, forever. No Fat Buu, no reincarnation. The divine ki overwhelmed him completely. Supreme Kai collapsed to his knees. You saved the universe. Majin Buu terrorized the cosmos for eons, killed countless beings, nearly destroyed all the Supreme Kais, and you just ended him. I did what had to be done, Goku said quietly. In my original timeline, I tried to save him, tried to reincarnate him into something good. But I've learned. His expression hardened. Some evils are too dangerous to show mercy to. Vegeta stared at his rival, seeing the crimson-haired god who had saved his life, who had saved everyone, who operated on a divine level that Vegeta had watched from a distance for 7 years. Kakarot, Vegeta said quietly, his pride warring with necessity. I need you to teach me. Goku looked at him, surprised. Teach you? How to achieve Super Saiyan God. Vegeta's fists clenched. I've watched you master that form for 7 years, watched the gap between us grow from realms to dimensions. I've trained every day, pushed Super Saiyan 3 to its limits, but divine ki. His voice dropped. I can't reach it on my own. I need help. For Vegeta to admit he needed help, it was perhaps the hardest thing he'd ever said. Goku studied his rival's face and saw genuine humility there. Not submission, but the willingness to learn. All right, Goku said with a genuine smile. I'll teach you everything I know about Divine Ki, but it won't be easy. Divine Ki isn't like our other transformations. It's about transcendence, not multiplication. I don't want easy, Vegeta said firmly. I want results. Then let's train together. Goku extended his hand. We'll push each other. Having someone to work with will help both of us grow stronger. Vegeta stared at the offered hand for a long moment, his pride and pragmatism battling. Pragmatism won. He took Goku's hand. But don't think this makes us equals, Vegeta added quickly. Wouldn't dream of it, Goku grinned. 4 years later, the wasteland training ground had become a crater. Vegeta stood in the center, his body covered in sweat, his muscles trembling from exhaustion. 4 years. 4 years of brutal, relentless training. 4 years of Goku explaining Divine Ki, how it differed from mortal energy, how to sense it, how to transform your body to channel it. Vegeta had achieved Super Saiyan 3 through sheer determination, but Divine Ki was different. It wasn't about power multiplication, it was about transcendence, about fundamentally changing how your energy operated. Goku watched from nearby in his base form. Remember, Vegeta, Divine Ki isn't about rage or pushing limits. It's about understanding, about reaching beyond your mortal self. I know, Vegeta snarled, his aura flickering between gold and something else. I've been doing this for 4 years. I know the theory. Then stop trying to force it, Goku said calmly. Divine Ki responds to will and understanding, not brute force. Vegeta took a deep breath. He'd been so close so many times, he could feel Divine Ki just beyond his reach, like standing at the edge of a cliff and seeing something incredible on the other side. He thought about everything he'd been through, his pride, his defeats, his constant chase to surpass Kakarot. And then he thought about Kid Buu, about almost dying, about Kakarot saving him without hesitation. I've spent my whole life trying to prove I'm better than everyone, but maybe that's been holding me back. Maybe I need to stop trying to prove something and start understanding something. He closed his eyes and reached inward, not with force, but with intention, not with rage, but with clarity, and something shifted. His aura began to change. Golden energy flickered, then shifted to something else. Red. Divine red. That's it. Goku's voice was excited. Heat radiated from Vegeta's body, his muscles streamlined, his hair began to shift color, from gold to crimson. His eyes opened, now carrying a reddish hue. Super Saiyan God. Vegeta looked at his hands, seeing the divine energy flowing through them. I did it! I actually did it! The power was immense but controlled, calm, divine, completely different from his other transformations. You did, Goku said with genuine pride. You're a god now, Vegeta. Welcome to the realm of the divine. For the first time in years, maybe in his entire life, Vegeta smiled without bitterness. Finally, I've caught up to you, Kakarot. Not quite, Goku said, transforming, but instead of red, his hair turned blue. There's one more step, but now that you have Super Saiyan God, you can learn this too. Super Saiyan Blue. Vegeta's eye twitched. You've got to be kidding me. It's the combination of Super Saiyan with Divine Ki, Goku explained. I achieved it a few months ago, but now that you've Super Saiyan God, you can work toward this too, and I'll help you. Vegeta stared at the blue-haired warrior, then looked down at his own red-haired form. One step at a time, Vegeta muttered. At least I'm in the realm of gods now. That's progress. Huge progress, Goku agreed, powering down. You've worked incredibly hard for this, Vegeta. You should be proud. Proud. Vegeta powered down as well, his hair returning to black. I'll be proud when I've mastered Super Saiyan Blue, when I've surpassed you completely. Looking forward to it, Goku grinned. They stood together in the wasteland, two Saiyans who had achieved divinity, two rivals who had finally reached the same realm, even if one was still one step ahead. And in space, far above them, the god of destruction woke from his long slumber. His cat-like eyes opened slowly as he yawned and stretched. Whis, he called out. What year is it? Year 778, my lord, Whis answered, his angelic staff glowing softly. Right on schedule for your awakening. You've been asleep for 39 years. Good, I had the most interesting dream about a Super Saiyan god. Beerus stretched again, his joints popping. Some prophecy fish told me something about it years ago. Actually, my lord, about that. Whis' expression was intrigued. There are two unusual energy signatures on Earth, two mortals, both with divine ki. Beerus sat up instantly. Two mortals with divine ki? That's impossible. Nevertheless, the readings are quite clear. Whis' staff projected an image of Earth showing two distinct divine energy signatures. They've been training together, it seems. One signature has been present for years and has evolved into a more advanced form. The other is newer, just recently achieved. Combined, I'd estimate their power at approximately 80 to 85% of your full power, Lord Beerus. The god of destruction's eyes narrowed dangerously. Two Super Saiyan gods, and together they're approaching my level? He stood, his destructive energy crackling around him. This is beyond fascinating. This is a potential threat. Shall we pay Earth a visit, my lord? Oh yes, Beerus' smile was both excited and dangerous. I want to meet these Super Saiyan gods, and perhaps, his aura flared, remind them that no matter how divine they become, there are levels even gods cannot reach without proper training. Of course, my lord, I've prepared your breakfast and then we can depart. Breakfast can wait. I want to meet these mortals now. On Earth, Goku suddenly stopped his training, his senses flaring. Beside him, Vegeta felt it too, a presence unlike anything either had felt in this timeline. Overwhelming, terrifying, divine, but different from their own divine ki. This was something else, something more primal, more destructive, a god of destruction. Beerus, Goku whispered, memories flooding back. The god who destroyed planets when annoyed, the being who could erase him with a thought. Who? Vegeta demanded. A god of destruction, the god of Universe 7. He's coming here. Goku's expression was serious. Vegeta, when he arrives, do not provoke him. Beerus can destroy planets with a tap of his finger. He's beyond anything we've faced. Beyond us? Vegeta gestured to himself. We're gods now too, Kakarot. Baby gods compared to him. He's been doing this for millions of years. Goku's fists clenched, not in fear, but in readiness. But he's also someone I need to test myself against, to see how far I've really come. Vegeta's pride flared. If he's looking for a fight, he's probably looking for the Super Saiyan god from prophecy. That's me. But now that you're here too... Goku smiled slightly. This just got a lot more interesting. The sky began to glow with purple energy. Two figures descended from the heavens. A purple cat-like being in Egyptian-style clothing, and a taller figure with white hair and a staff. Beerus the Destroyer and Whis the Angel had arrived, and Goku and Vegeta's second chance was about to face its greatest challenge yet. In this timeline, Goten is never born. Trunks was born 1 year after the Buu saga and is 3 years old when Beerus arrives. Bulma's birthday party, Capsule Corp. The party was in full swing. Bulma had spared no expense, a massive celebration with her friends, family, and even Mr. Satan, who was telling exaggerated stories to anyone who would listen. Young Trunks was off playing with some of the other children, his laughter echoing across the grounds. At 3 years old, he was already showing remarkable power, far beyond what any human child could possess. Goku and Vegeta stood apart from the crowd, both sensing the approaching presence. "They're almost here," Goku said quietly. "I feel it too," Vegeta replied, his jaw tight. "That overwhelming divine energy? So that's a god of destruction?" Beerus the Destroyer, and his attendant Whis. Goku's expression was serious but not fearful. "Remember what I said? Don't provoke him. He can destroy planets with a thought." "I'm not an idiot, Kakarot." Two figures descended from the sky, one purple and feline with Egyptian-style clothing, the other tall with white hair and an angelic staff. The party fell silent as Beerus and Whis landed. Goku immediately stepped forward and bowed respectfully. "Lord Beerus, Whis, welcome to Earth." Beerus's eyes narrowed in surprise. "You know who I am?" "I've heard stories," Goku said carefully. "The god of destruction of Universe 7, the one who maintains balance by destroying planets when necessary." "Fascinating," Whis said, his staff glowing as he analyzed the two Saiyans. Not only does he know of Lord Beerus, but he and his companion both possess divine ki, two Super Saiyan gods in one planet. How intriguing. Beerus stepped closer, examining Goku with intense scrutiny. "I came here searching for a Super Saiyan god from a prophecy. I expected to find one ignorant mortal who stumbled into divine power. Instead, he looked between Goku and Vegeta. I find two who clearly know what they're doing." "We've trained hard to reach this level," Vegeta said, trying to keep the pride out of his voice. "Trained?" Beerus raised an eyebrow. "Most mortals require a ritual to even touch divine ki, yet you both achieved it through training alone?" "We had unique circumstances," Goku said. "Lord Beerus, may I ask why you've come to Earth?" "Curiosity and boredom." Beerus yawned, showing his fangs. "I dreamed of a Super Saiyan god who might give me an entertaining fight, but now I sense two of you, and..." He glanced at Whis. "Son Goku's Super Saiyan Blue form is approximately 50% of Lord Beerus's power. Vegeta's Super Saiyan God is approximately 40%, Whis clarified. Together, their combined output is approximately 90% of Lord Beerus's maximum. Quite formidable indeed." Beerus's smile turned dangerous. 90% combined, you mortals have been busy. That's very concerning. And very exciting. Lord Beerus doesn't like it when mortals grow too powerful without his knowledge, Whis added helpfully. It upsets the cosmic balance. "Tell me, mortals," Beerus said, his tone sharp. "How did you achieve divine ki? The truth?" Before Goku could answer, Bulma walked up confidently. "Hey, Purple Cat, this is my party, and you're being rude to my guests. Either lighten up or..." She poked Beerus in the chest with her finger. Time seemed to freeze. Beerus's eyes narrowed dangerously. "Did you just touch me?" "Yeah, I did. What are you going to do about?" Beerus's hand moved in a blur, a casual backhand that sent Bulma flying backward. Vegeta's aura exploded instantly, divine energy erupting around him as he transformed into Super Saiyan God. His crimson hair blazed as he caught his wife midair. "You dare strike Bulma?" Vegeta's voice was thunder. "You can stay here." Flashback, 4 years earlier. After the defeat of Kid Buu, Earth had entered an era of unprecedented peace. But for Vegeta, the Saiyan prince with nowhere to go, peace was uncomfortable. "You can stay here," Bulma had said, gesturing to Capsule Corporation's facilities. "Use the gravity chambers. Train with Goku. It's not like we're short on space." Vegeta had accepted with a grunt. It was practical, nothing more. The first few months were purely business. Vegeta trained relentlessly in the gravity chambers Bulma designed, pushing 300x, 400x, 500x Earth's gravity. Goku would join him daily, and together they pushed their newly acquired Super Saiyan God forms to new heights. But Bulma was always there, upgrading the equipment, bringing him food when he forgot to eat, arguing with him about proper recovery time. "You can't just train 20 hours a day, you idiot," she'd yell. "Even Saiyan bodies need rest. Don't tell me what to do, woman. I'm not woman, I'm Bulma. Use my name." Their arguments were explosive, literally. More than once, their shouting matches resulted in energy blasts that Bulma's repair bots had to fix. But beneath the conflict, something shifted. One night, After a particularly brutal training session, Vegeta found Bulma asleep at her workstation, still holding a wrench. She'd been upgrading the gravity chamber's stabilizers, again, to handle his increasing power. She didn't have to do that, didn't have to care. He found himself draping his training towel over her shoulders before walking away. 2 months after Buu's defeat, Bulma cornered him. "Okay, what's going on with us?" she demanded. "Nothing is going on," Vegeta replied stiffly. "Liar, you brought me coffee this morning. You brought me coffee. The Prince of all Saiyans doesn't do nice things unless something's changed." It was tactical. You're more efficient when properly caffeinated. "Vegeta," she stepped closer. "You've been here 2 months. You could have left any time, built your own facility, gone anywhere, but you're still here." He had no response. Because she was right. The words stuck in his throat, pride, vulnerability, fear, all tangled together. "You saw me at my worst, when I had nothing, no home, no people, no purpose, and you didn't pity me. You challenged me." "Of course I did. Pity is boring," Bulma said with a slight smile, "but you didn't answer my question." "I don't know what we are," Vegeta admitted quietly. This isn't something I was trained for." "Lucky for you," Bulma said, closing the distance. "I'm a genius. I'll figure it out for both of us." When she kissed him, Vegeta, who had conquered planets and fought gods, stood frozen for exactly 3 seconds before his pride caught up and he kissed her back. 1 month later, Bulma told him she was pregnant. Vegeta's immediate response was panic. I can't. What do I know about raising a child?" "You'll figure it out," Bulma said, placing his hand on her stomach. "You're stronger than you think, and not just physically." 9 months later, 1 year after Buu's defeat, Trunks was born. Vegeta held his son for the first time with hands that could crush planets, trembling with an emotion he couldn't name. This small, fragile being was his responsibility, his legacy. Something fundamental shifted that day. His training now had purpose beyond rivalry. He needed to be strong enough to protect this child, to create a world where Trunks could grow up without fear. They married quietly when Trunks was 1 year old. Vegeta grumbled about earthling ceremonies, but wore the suit without complaint. Now, 2 years after that wedding, 4 years since Buu's defeat, Trunks was 3 years old, running around these very party grounds. Purple-haired, blue-eyed, and already showing power that made instruments malfunction. And Vegeta would destroy anyone, god or otherwise, who threatened his family. Present. Bulma's birthday party. The memories flashed through Vegeta's mind in an instant, as he caught Bulma in his arms, his Super Saiyan God aura blazing crimson around them both. Goku stepped between them, also transforming into Super Saiyan God, his own crimson aura blazing. "Lord Beerus, please." She didn't mean any disrespect. Humans don't understand divine protocols. "I don't care about protocols," Beerus said coldly. She was annoying me. "Vegeta, stand down," Goku said firmly. "Fighting him here will only..." "No." Vegeta's eyes burned with fury. "I don't care if he's a god of destruction. I don't care if he can vaporize planets. No one touches my wife." "Oh?" Beerus's smile widened. "How bold. Very well, Saiyan. If you want to fight me, I'll oblige." "Not here." Goku grabbed Vegeta's arm. "Too many innocent people. Lord Beerus, if you want to test our strength, let us take this somewhere remote." Beerus considered this. "Fine. Show me what a Super Saiyan God can do. Both of you, together if you like. I'm curious to see if you're worthy of that divine key you wield." "Whis," Goku said. "Can you transport us somewhere safe?" "Of course." Whis tapped his staff, and in a flash of light, the 4 of them were transported to a barren wasteland far from any civilization. Goku and Vegeta stood side by side. Goku transformed into Super Saiyan Blue, his hair blazing azure, his aura a calm divine flame. Vegeta was in Super Saiyan God, his crimson aura blazing around him. "Still haven't mastered Blue yet, Vegeta?" Goku asked quietly. "Shut up, Kakarot. Super Saiyan God is more than enough for this fight," Vegeta growled. Beerus stood alone, hands behind his back, looking completely relaxed. His eyes widened slightly, seeing the blue transformation. "Oh? So you've already combined Super Saiyan with Divine Ki? Impressive. Most mortals never figure that out without instruction." "Come at me with everything you have," Beerus said. "Don't hold back. If you do, I'll be disappointed." "You heard him, Vegeta," Goku said. Full power, together, they attacked as one. The speed was incredible. divine ki, allowing them to move at levels that would have been invisible to their mortal selves. Goku's fists blazed with blue divine energy as he struck from the right. Vegeta attacked from the left with red divine energy from his Super Saiyan God form. Beerus blocked and dodged, but this time with actual effort. His movements were still graceful, but he was no longer simply dancing around their attacks. Better, Beerus grinned, catching Goku's fist. Much better. He threw Goku at Vegeta, but they recovered mid-air, coordinating instantly. Final flash! Kamehameha! The twin beams of divine energy merged, creating a massive wave of destruction that could have atomized the solar system. Beerus raised both hands and caught the blast. The ground beneath him shattered, cratering for miles. He was pushed back, several feet. Impressive. Beerus's smile widened. You're actually making me use effort. For 10 minutes, they fought at their absolute limits. Goku and Vegeta coordinated their attacks perfectly. Strategies refined through years of sparring together. They pushed their Super Saiyan God forms to 100% power, their auras blazing like crimson stars. Beerus blocked a kick from Vegeta, countered a punch from Goku, then had to actually dodge a combined assault that came from both sides simultaneously. You're strong, Beerus admitted, breathing slightly heavier. Whis was right. Together, you're approximately 90% of my power. That Super Saiyan blue form of yours, Goku, is truly impressive. And Vegeta, your Super Saiyan God is well mastered. But then Beerus's expression changed. However, there's a difference between raw power and experience, and that 10% gap? In combat between gods, it's everything. Let me show you. His aura shifted. Purple energy erupted around him. Destructive energy that made their divine ki feel inadequate. The tide turned immediately. Beerus moved faster, hit harder. Every attack was precise, exploiting the minuscule gaps in their coordination. He struck Vegeta's ribs, then disappeared and kicked Goku's spine. They were fighting at 100%, but Beerus was now fighting at perhaps 40% of his full power. And it was enough. The gap between 90% and 100% might seem small, Beerus said, dodging between them effortlessly. But in combat, that 10% is the difference between victory and defeat. And I still have 60% in reserve. Vegeta tried to counter, but Beerus was simply too experienced, too skilled. A casual backhand sent Vegeta crashing through a mountain. Goku attempted to use instant transmission to catch Beerus off guard, but the God of Destruction sensed it and was waiting when Goku appeared. Too fast. Even when we're pushing him, even when we're landing hits, he's still in complete control. Then something strange happened. As Beerus's fist came toward Goku's face, moving at speeds that should have been impossible to track, Goku's body moved on its own. Not a conscious dodge, not a technique. His body simply shifted, and the punch missed by a hair's breadth. Beerus's eyes widened. What? Another attack came. Again, Goku's body moved automatically, dodging without thought. His hair flickered, red to silver white, and back again. His eyes lost focus, becoming calm and empty. Impossible, Beerus breathed from the sidelines. Is that? Goku dodged 3 more attacks in succession, his body moving with perfect efficiency. No wasted motion, no conscious thought, pure instinct, ultra instinct omen. But it was unstable, flickering. Goku's mortal body wasn't ready to maintain it. After only 10 seconds, the form shattered. Goku collapsed to one knee, gasping for breath, his hair returning to crimson red. Beerus stopped his assault immediately, staring at Goku with genuine shock. That technique. Beerus's voice was filled with something that might have been respect. That was Ultra Instinct. Lord Beerus is correct, Whis said, approaching. For a brief moment, Son Goku achieved the omen state of Ultra Instinct, a technique even gods struggle to master, and he did it without any training, purely on instinct in a life-or-death situation. How? Beerus demanded. How did a mortal, even one with divine ki, access a technique that takes gods millions of years to learn? Goku struggled to stand, his body trembling from exhaustion. I don't know. My body just moved on its own. I couldn't think, couldn't plan, I just reacted. Remarkable, Whis studied Goku with newfound interest. Ultra Instinct allows the body to move and fight independently of the mind, reacting to threats without the delay of conscious thought. It's the ultimate defensive and offensive technique available only to the most skilled divine beings. Beerus walked over to Goku, looking down at the exhausted Saiyan. You lasted 10 seconds in that state before your body gave out. 10 seconds of touching a realm even most gods of destruction cannot reach. Vegeta limped over, his Super Saiyan God form flickering out. Blood dripped from a cut above his eye. Did we at least make you try? You did, Beerus admitted. Together, at full power, you forced me to use approximately 40% of my strength. That's more than most divine beings ever accomplish. Your Super Saiyan Blue form, Goku, is particularly impressive. You've managed to perfect the combination of Super Saiyan and Divine Ki. He paused. But understand this, the gap between 90% and 100% is vast, and I still have 60% of my power in reserve. So we lost, Goku said weakly. Completely. You lost the battle, Beerus corrected, but you showed me something far more valuable, that glimpse of Ultra Instinct, the coordination between you, the potential you both possess. His expression softened slightly. I came here expecting to destroy ignorant mortals who stumbled into divine power. Instead, I found warriors who earned it through training and determination. No, Beerus said, surprising them both. I'm going to let you live. On one condition. What condition? Goku asked. Train that technique, that Ultra Instinct. Beerus pointed at Goku. If you can master it, truly master it, then you might actually give me the fight I've been dreaming about. A challenge. A real challenge. Lord Beerus, Whis interjected. Perhaps I could offer to train them? Both Son Goku and Vegeta show remarkable potential. Son Goku's Ultra Instinct could be refined, and Vegeta could perhaps learn to achieve Super Saiyan Blue like his rival. Beerus considered this. Fine, but know this, Saiyans, if you abuse this power, if you threaten the balance of the universe, I will destroy you and your planet without hesitation. Are we clear? Crystal clear, Goku said, managing a smile despite his exhaustion. Thank you, Lord Beerus, for sparing Earth, and for showing us how much further we need to grow. Humph. Beerus turned away. Whis, I'm hungry. Take me somewhere with good food. Might I suggest we return to Earth? Whis said with a smile. That party did have quite the spread, and it would be a shame to waste such fine cuisine. As Whis transported them back to Capsule Corp, Goku and Vegeta remained in the wasteland, both lying on the ground, utterly exhausted. We got destroyed, Vegeta said flatly. We forced him to 40% of his power, 40%, and he still demolished us. Yeah, Goku agreed, his Super Saiyan Blue form flickering out. But Vegeta, we actually pushed him. We made a god of destruction acknowledge our strength, and that technique, he looked at his trembling hands. Ultra Instinct. For just a moment, I touched something beyond even Super Saiyan Blue. I saw it. Your body moved on its own. Vegeta's fists clenched. Another level. Another mountain to climb. And the gap between 90% and 100% is still massive. Not to mention, he glared at Goku. I need to master Super Saiyan Blue to your level. You're stronger than me again because of that form. That's what makes it exciting, Goku said with a tired grin. We're at 90% combined, 50% me, 40% you. If you can master Blue like I have, we'd both be at 50% individually. Together, we'd be at 100%. Then together, we'd equal him, Vegeta finished. But that's still not enough. We need to surpass him individually. They lay there in the wasteland, two gods who just learned they were still children in the cosmic hierarchy, but they were alive, and they had a new goal. Beerus's planet, 6 months later. Whis had been true to his word, offering to train both Goku and Vegeta on Beerus's planet. Leaving their families behind had been difficult. Goku missed Chi-Chi and Gohan, and Vegeta would never admit how much he missed Bulma and Trunks. But the training was necessary. The universe held threats beyond what they could currently handle. The training was brutal. Whis didn't believe in going easy on his students. He had them fighting while carrying massive weights that would have crushed planets, made them dodge his attacks while balancing Divine Ki. Pushed them beyond their limits day after day. Goku focused intensely on Ultra Instinct, trying to recapture that feeling of his body moving independently. But it remained frustratingly out of reach. Every time he got close, his conscious mind would interfere, and the form would slip away. You're thinking too much, Whis chided as Goku failed to dodge another attack. Ultra Instinct requires you to silence your thoughts entirely. Your mind must be calm as a still pond. I'm trying, Goku gasped, taking another hit. Trying is thinking. You must simply be. Vegeta, meanwhile, struggled with Ultra Instinct in a different way. His fighting style was too aggressive, too planned. He couldn't surrender control to his instincts. "This is impossible," Vegeta roared after another failed attempt. "How can I fight without thinking? Fighting is thinking." "Not for everyone," Beerus said from his seat, watching the training with mild interest. "Ultra Instinct is an angelic technique. It suits defensive, calm fighters. You, Vegeta, are neither defensive nor calm." "Then what am I supposed to do?" Vegeta demanded. "Accept that I'll always be weaker than Kakarot?" "No." Beerus stood up, a strange smile on his face. "You learn a different technique, one more suited to your nature." "What technique?" "Ultra Ego." Whis' eyes widened. "Lord Beerus, are you sure that's your technique, the technique of gods of destruction?" "And this Saiyan has the personality of a destroyer," Beerus said, walking toward Vegeta. "Pride, aggression, the desire to dominate. Ultra Instinct requires you to empty your mind. But Ultra Ego? It requires you to embrace your instincts fully, to let your ego, your pride, fuel your power." "Explain," Vegeta demanded. "Ultra Instinct makes you dodge automatically. Ultra Ego makes you want to be hit. Each strike that lands on you makes you stronger. Your battle lust, your pride, your refusal to back down, all of it becomes power." Beerus' smile widened. "Tell me, Vegeta, would you rather avoid damage or become stronger through damage?" Vegeta's eyes gleamed with understanding. "You're saying I can turn my stubbornness into strength?" "Exactly, but be warned. Ultra Ego is dangerous. The more damage you take, the more you lose yourself to the battle high. You risk losing control completely." "I'll take that risk," Vegeta said immediately. "Teach me." Over the next months, the training split. Whis continued drilling Goku on Ultra Instinct, teaching him meditation techniques, forcing him to fight while blindfolded, anything to quiet his analytical mind. Beerus taught Vegeta the principles of destruction, how to channel destructive energy, how to embrace damage as power, how to let his pride become a weapon rather than a weakness. Progress was slow, agonizing. Both Saiyans failed more than they succeeded. But gradually, Goku began to achieve Ultra Instinct Omen for longer periods, 15 seconds, then 30, then a full minute. His body was slowly adapting to the technique. Vegeta, meanwhile, struggled with Ultra Instinct in a different way. His fighting style was too aggressive, too planned. He couldn't surrender control to his instincts, but he also worked on mastering Super Saiyan Blue, the form Goku had already achieved. 3 months into training, Vegeta finally succeeded. Standing in the training field, he transformed into Super Saiyan God first, crimson aura blazing. Then, gritting his teeth, he layered the Super Saiyan transformation on top. His aura flickered, then shifted to azure blue. "Finally!" Vegeta roared, his blue hair blazing. "I've mastered Super Saiyan Blue." "Took you long enough," Goku grinned. "Now we're both at the same level with that form. But you've still got to work on the control. Mine's more refined from having it longer." "I'll surpass your control in a week," Vegeta shot back. Meanwhile, Vegeta also began to tap into Ultra Ego's power under Beerus' tutelage, his aura shifting to purple destructive energy, his body taking hits and converting them to strength. He hadn't mastered the form yet, but he could feel it there, waiting. 4 months later, Earth. Goku and Vegeta returned to Earth for a brief break from training. It felt good to be home. Goku sparred with Gohan, while Vegeta spent time with Bulma and trained young Trunks, who was eager to learn from his father. That's when the news hit. Frieza was alive. Sorbet, one of Frieza's surviving commanders, had used Earth's Dragon Balls to resurrect the tyrant. "Impossible," Vegeta said when they sensed Frieza's energy signature. "Kakarot killed him on Namek. We watched him die." "Someone brought him back." Goku's expression hardened. "And he's coming here." Frieza's army descended on Earth, thousands of soldiers, but they were nothing. Krillin and the others easily held them off while Goku and Vegeta waited for the real threat. Then Frieza emerged from his ship, but he looked different, taller, more regal, and his aura powerful, far more powerful than before. "Hello, monkeys," Frieza said with his trademark cruel smile. "Did you miss me? I've been training. 4 months of intense training. Do you know what that means?" His body began to glow. Gold energy erupted around him. When the light faded, his body had transformed. White skin turned gold, purple parts became darker purple. Golden Frieza. "Impressive, isn't it?" Frieza preened. 4 months of training brought me to this level. I never trained before, you see. Never needed to, but after you humiliated me, Goku, I decided to see what I could achieve with effort. Your power level is incredible, Goku admitted, sensing Golden Frieza's energy. Observant as always. And you? Frieza's eyes narrowed. What have you achieved in the years since our fight? Goku transformed, but not to Super Saiyan God. His hair turned blue. His aura became a calm, controlled flame of azure divine energy. Super Saiyan Blue. This is Super Saiyan Blue, Goku explained. The combination of Super Saiyan with Divine Ki. It's the form I achieved after mastering Super Saiyan God. Frieza's confident smile faltered. Divine Ki? You've reached the realm of gods? We both have, Vegeta added, transforming as well. His hair also turned blue, his aura matching Goku's. You should have trained longer, Frieza. 4 months! Frieza screamed. 4 months of training should be enough to destroy you. I've never trained a day in my life before this. Goku moved. One punch. Golden Frieza was sent crashing through his own ship. The difference between divine and mortal ki isn't something you can overcome with 4 months of training, Goku said, his blue aura calm and controlled. You're strong, Frieza. Stronger than I expected, but you're nowhere near strong enough. Frieza stood up, his golden form flickering. This can't be. I trained. You trained your mortal power, Vegeta said. That's your limit. Divine Ki requires transcendence, something you'll never achieve because you're too arrogant to change. The battle was completely one-sided. Golden Frieza, despite his incredible power boost, couldn't land a single hit on either Saiyan. Super Saiyan Blue was simply on another level entirely. Yeah, Frieza's on Super Saiyan Blue level, but since Goku's Reborn, his blue form massively outclasses Frieza's golden one. Plus, Vegeta trained under him, so he's OP too. After 5 minutes of futile combat, Frieza fell to his knees, his golden form flickering out from exhaustion. Wait, Frieza gasped. We can work together. No, Goku said firmly. Goku's hand glowed with blue energy. Goodbye, Frieza. The energy blast was instantaneous and overwhelming. Frieza was vaporized completely, along with his ship and all his soldiers. No resurrection this time. No second chances, because his soldiers were dead too. Just complete and total annihilation. Vegeta watched silently, then, You're learning, Kakarot. Sometimes mercy is weakness. Sometimes, Goku agreed quietly, but only when the person has proven they'll never change. Universe 6 tournament, several months later. Champa, Beerus' brother and the god of destruction of Universe 6, challenged Universe 7 to a tournament. Universe 7's team, Goku, Vegeta, Piccolo, Gohan, and Krillin. Universe 6's team, Hit, Kaba, Vegeta, Batamo, and Frost. The early matches were easy. Goku and Vegeta dominated their opponents without needing to use Super Saiyan Blue. Then Kaba fought Vegeta. The young Saiyan from Universe 6 was different from Vegeta's universe. He was a protector, a defender. He'd never transformed into a Super Saiyan. You mean your universe's Saiyans never learned the transformation? Vegeta asked, surprised. Planet Sadal is still thriving in our universe, Kaba explained. We evolve differently. We protect rather than conquer. Something in Vegeta shifted. Looking at this young Saiyan, pure, untainted by the corruption that destroyed his own race, he saw potential. I'll teach you, Vegeta said. He proceeded to threaten Kaba's family, his planet, everything the young Saiyan cared about. It was cruel, calculated, and it worked. Kaba's rage exploded. His hair turned gold. There, Vegeta said, his taunting persona dropping immediately. That's your true power. Never forget how to access it. You were teaching me? Obviously, I'm not actually going to destroy your planet, you idiot. Vegeta smirked, but now that you can transform, we can have a real fight. They battled, Vegeta ultimately winning, but with respect on both sides. A bond had formed, master and student across universes. Then came the final fight, Goku versus Hit. Hit, the legendary assassin of Universe 6, possessed a terrifying ability. Time skip. He could stop time for a fraction of a second and strike during that frozen moment. Goku started in Super Saiyan Blue, but Hit's time skip was devastating. Every time Goku attacked, Hit would freeze time and counter. This technique, I can't predict it because it literally doesn't happen in normal time. How do I fight someone who can stop time? Then Goku remembered his training with Whis, Ultra Instinct. If his body could move without conscious thought, he didn't try to force it. Instead, he let go. Stopped trying to predict Hit's movements. Just let his body react. Ultra Instinct Omen. For 30 seconds, Goku's body dodged Hit's time skip automatically. His movements became fluid, perfect, untouchable. Hit's eyes widened. What is that technique? But again, the form was unstable. After 30 seconds, it flickered out, and Goku collapsed to one knee, exhausted. Hit took advantage immediately, landing a decisive blow that knocked Goku out of the ring. Hit won. But as Goku stood up outside the ring, he smiled. That was incredible, Hit. Your time skip is amazing, and I learned so much from fighting you. You're strange, Son Goku, Hit said with the ghost of a smile. You lose, but look happy about it. Because I got to fight someone amazing and push Ultra Instinct further than ever before. Vegeta groaned. Only you would be excited about losing, Kakarot. Universe 6 won the tournament, but the match ended with mutual respect between universes. 1 year later, the Goku Black arc. Trunks returned from the future in a time machine, his face desperate. Goku, I need your help. In my timeline, there's someone who looks exactly like you. He calls himself Goku Black, and he's destroying everything. Goku's expression darkened. He knew what this was. Zamasu, a supreme Kai in training who stole his body and partnered with his future self to enact a Zero Mortals plan. I know who he is, Goku said grimly, and will stop him. They traveled to the future timeline, Goku, Vegeta, and Trunks. Goku Black appeared, wearing Goku's face with malice and divine intent. Mortals, Black said with disgust. Especially you Saiyans. You stain this universe with your existence. You're Zamasu, Goku said flatly. A Kai who stole my body. Where's your partner? The other Zamasu? Black's eyes widened. How do you know? Doesn't matter. Show yourself, Zamasu. The immortal Zamasu appeared, and together they attacked. The fight was fierce, but short. Goku entered Ultra Instinct Omen within the first minute of combat, his body moving automatically to dodge both Black's scythe and Zamasu's attacks. He held the form for 2 full minutes this time. Vegeta tapped into Ultra Ego principles, his aura shifting purple as he took hits and converted them to power, overwhelming Goku Black with raw destructive energy. Within 10 minutes, both Zamasu and Black were defeated. Goku used a technique he'd learned from observing Beerus, a localized destruction technique that could destroy even immortal beings. The future timeline was saved. Trunks could rebuild without the threat of gods trying to erase mortals. Thank you, Trunks said as they prepared to return. Both of you, you saved my world. Just doing what's right, Goku said with a smile. As they returned to their own timeline, Whis was waiting with news. Son Goku Vegeta, the Grand Zeno, wishes to hold a tournament of power between 8 universes. The losing universes will be erased. Goku's blood ran cold. This was it, the tournament of power, the moment where everything had gone wrong in his original timeline. When? Goku asked. In 48 hours. Then we have 48 hours to prepare, Goku said, his expression becoming deadly serious. Vegeta, we need to train. We need to master our techniques completely. What's wrong, Kakarot? Vegeta asked, sensing the urgency. You look like you've seen death itself. Because I have, Goku said quietly. In another timeline I fought in this tournament, and I lost. Universe 7 was erased. Everyone I loved, gone. Then we won't lose this time, Vegeta said firmly. We're stronger now. We have Ultra Instinct, Ultra Ego, Divine Ki will dominate that tournament. I hope you're right, Goku said. Because this time, failure means permanent erasure. No Dragon Balls, no resurrection, just nothing. 48 hours later, Goku stood in the hyperbolic time chamber, his aura blazing. For 48 hours in the outside world, nearly 2 years inside the chamber, he had trained non-stop, pushing Ultra Instinct beyond its limits, learning to access it at will, mastering it completely. His hair had turned silver white permanently in the form. His eyes were calm, empty of thought. His body moved with perfect efficiency, mastered Ultra Instinct. But he didn't stop there. He remembered the Tournament of Power, remembered fighting Jiren and losing despite mastered Ultra Instinct, remembered that he needed more. So he trained something else, something dangerous. Ultra Ego. Beerus had taught Vegeta, but Goku had watched, had understood the principles, and now, impossibly, he began to integrate both techniques. His aura flickered between silver Ultra Instinct and purple Ultra Ego. His body dodged automatically while simultaneously growing stronger from any hits that landed. It was unstable, dangerous. The two techniques contradicted each other fundamentally. One defensive, one offensive. One calm, one aggressive. But Goku made it work through sheer willpower and understanding of both techniques. When he emerged from the chamber, Vegeta was waiting. You mastered it, Vegeta said, seeing Goku's controlled power. Ultra Instinct. Completely. Yeah, Goku said, and something else, something I probably shouldn't have tried. What? Goku's aura shifted, silver and purple mixing impossibly. I learned Ultra Ego too, and I'm trying to use both together. Vegeta's eyes widened. That's impossible. They're opposite techniques. I know, but in the Tournament of Power, we'll face opponents strong enough to threaten everything. I need every advantage I can get. Whis appeared, his expression shocked. Son Goku, you've mastered both Ultra Instinct and learned Ultra Ego? How? Desperation, Goku said honestly, and the memory of failure. I won't lose this tournament, Whis. I can't lose. If you truly can combine both techniques, Whis's voice trailed off, you would be beyond even Lord Beerus, beyond most beings in the multiverse. From his throne, Beerus stood up, sensing Goku's power. He's serious, Beerus muttered. That mortal Saiyan has actually surpassed me. If he combines Ultra Instinct and Ultra Ego, a smile crossed his face. This tournament just got very interesting. Goku looked up at the sky, his silver and purple aura blazing. Jiren, in my last life you beat me. You destroyed everyone I loved. But this time, his fists clenched. This time, I'm ready. This time, Universe 7 survives. The Tournament of Power was about to begin, and this time, Son Goku wouldn't lose. The Void, 48 hours later. The world of Void stretched infinitely in all directions. A blank canvas of nothingness where the Tournament of Power would be held. No time. No space. Just an arena constructed by the Grand Priest and observed by the two Xenos. Universe 7's team materialized. Goku, Vegeta, Gohan, Piccolo, Android 17, Android 18, Krillin, Tien, Master Roshi, and Frieza, resurrected temporarily for the tournament by Whis. I still don't understand why we need that tyrant, Vegeta growled, glaring at Frieza. Because he's strong, Goku said simply, and we need every advantage. Frieza smiled his trademark cruel smile. How delightful, fighting alongside the monkeys who killed me. If we survive this, Goku, you and I will have a reckoning. If we survive, I'll look forward to it, Goku replied. Gohan adjusted his gi. He'd been training seriously again after the Goku Black incident, achieving and pushing his ultimate form to new heights. Dad, you really think we can win this? Goku looked at his son and smiled. I don't think, I know, because this time I've seen what happens when we lose, and I won't let that happen again. Around them, teams from 7 other universes materialized. Universe 2, Ribrianne's Universe of Love. Universe 3, Modified Warriors. Universe 4, Insects and Tricksters. Universe 6, Hits Universe. Universe 9, Low Mortal Level. Universe 10, Unstable Universe. And Universe 11, the Pride Troopers. Goku's eyes immediately found him. Jiren. The silent warrior of Universe 11 stood like a mountain. He radiated power that made even the other Pride Troopers look like children. In my past life, you beat me, Goku thought, his fists clenching. You destroyed everything I loved. But this time, I'm ready. Jiren's eyes met his across the arena. For a moment, recognition flickered in those red orbs, as if he too remembered a battle that never happened in this timeline. Then the Grand Priest's voice echoed across the void. Welcome, warriors from 8 universes. The rules are simple. Knock your opponents out of the ring. Flying is prohibited. Killing is prohibited. The last universe with fighters remaining wins. All other universes will be erased. Zeno giggled excitedly from his throne. This will be fun, Goku's jaw tightened. Nothing fun about universal erasure. You have 48 minutes. Begin. The arena erupted into chaos as 80 warriors clashed. Goku immediately targeted Universe 9, the universe with the lowest mortal level. In his original timeline, they'd been erased first. He intended to keep that pattern. Vegeta, Gohan, take the flanks. Frieza, support fire, Goku called out. His team moved like a well-oiled machine. Months of preparation, discussions of strategy, training together. It all paid off now. Universe 9's fighters were numerous but weak. Their strategies were crude, their teamwork was non-existent. Goku didn't even need to transform. His base form, enhanced by years of Divine Ki training, refined by Ultra Instinct mastery, was beyond anything Universe 9 could handle. He moved through their warriors like a scythe through wheat. One punch, one kick, each sending fighters flying out of the arena. Bergamo, the leader of the Trio of Danger, tried to absorb Goku's energy to grow stronger. Absorb this! Goku's fist connected with such overwhelming force that Bergamo was knocked unconscious before hitting the air outside the ring. 8 minutes into the tournament, every Universe 9 fighter had been eliminated. The Grand Priest's voice rang out. All fighters from Universe 9 have been eliminated. The Xeno raised his hand. Universe 9 vanished, erased, as if it had never existed. Goku watched grimly, just like before, but this time we'll be the ones standing at the end. Universe 10 fell next. Their fighters were stronger than Universe 9's, but still nowhere near Universe 7's level. Goku allowed his team to handle most of them. Gohan fought brilliantly in his ultimate form, Piccolo's strategy proved invaluable, and even Krillin managed to eliminate 2 fighters using clever tactics. But when Goku sensed one of Universe 10's fighters preparing a mass elimination technique, he stepped in. "Sorry, but I can't let you do that." Super Saiyan. Golden aura blazing. The Universe 10 warrior's technique shattered like glass against Goku's energy. Within 3 minutes, all of Universe 10 was eliminated. Another universe erased. 2 down, 6 to go. Universe 2, the universe of love, led by Ribrianne, proved more troublesome. Their fighters were stronger and their teamwork was impressive. Ribrianne herself had a power level that rivaled Super Saiyan 2. Gohan and Android 17 took the lead against them. "Dad trained me to handle fighters like this," Gohan said, his white ultimate form aura blazing. Love and justice warriors who rely on passion over strategy. Android 17 nodded. "I'll create barriers to limit their mobility. You finish them." The combination worked perfectly. Gohan's raw power and 17's tactical barriers eliminated Universe 2 systematically. Ribrianne screamed about the power of love as she fell from the arena. Universe 2 erased. 3 down, 5 to go. The real fight begins. Universe 4's fighters were tricksters, invisible warriors, insects with strange abilities, fighters who hid and waited for opportunities. Android 18 proved instrumental here. "I can sense energy patterns even when I can't see them." Krillin, "Throw Destructo Discs where I point." Her mechanical precision, combined with Krillin's technique, eliminated the hidden threats. Universe 4 erased. 4 down, 4 to go. Universe 3 brought modified warriors, cyborgs, and robots that could combine into larger, more powerful forms. Vegeta stepped forward for this. Finally, a challenge worth my time. He transformed. Super Saiyan Blue evolution. Azure aura blazing with divine ki. He tapped into this in Time Chamber while refining his Super Saiyan Blue form furthermore than Goku. "Witness the power of a god," Vegeta roared, his energy exploding. Universe 3's fighters tried to combine into their ultimate form, a massive robot called Aniraza. Vegeta didn't care. His final flash obliterated the combined warrior in one shot. Universe 3 erased. 5 down, 3 to go. Universe 6 was different. These weren't just opponents. They were friends. Allies from another universe who deserved to exist just as much as Universe 7. But survival meant elimination. Cabba fought alongside 2 other Saiyans Goku had never met in this timeline. Caulifla, a spiky-haired female Saiyan with incredible natural talent, and Kale, a timid girl. "Vegeta," Goku said quietly, "I'll handle Caulifla and Kale. You take Cabba, give him a fight he'll remember." "Obviously," Vegeta said, his voice unusually soft as he looked at his student. Vegeta versus Cabba. Cabba attacked first, his Super Saiyan form blazing. "Master Vegeta, I won't hold back." "Good." Vegeta transformed to Super Saiyan Blue. "Show me how much you've grown." Their battle was intense, student versus master, pride versus determination. Cabba had improved dramatically since their last meeting, pushing his Super Saiyan form to its absolute limits. But Vegeta was still leagues ahead. Not just in power, but in experience, technique, and mastery of divine ki. "You've done well, Cabba," Vegeta said, catching his student's fist. "You've grown stronger, your form is more refined, but you're not ready for this level yet." With a precise strike, powerful but not cruel, Vegeta knocked Cabba out of the ring. "Train harder," Vegeta called as Cabba fell. Master Super Saiyan 2, then Super Saiyan 3. And one day, a rare smile crossed his face. "One day, challenge me as an equal." Cabba smiled even as he fell. "Yes, Master." Goku versus Caulifla and Kale. "So your son Goku, the man Lord Champa mentioned to be wary of," Caulifla said, cracking her knuckles. "The legendary Super Saiyan from Universe 7. I've been wanting to fight you." Beside her, Kale trembled nervously. "Sister Caulifla, he's so strong." "Don't worry, Kale, we've got this." Caulifla transformed, her hair going golden. Super Saiyan 2. achieved through raw talent and some training with Kaba. Goku smiled. You're incredibly gifted. Super Saiyan 2 unlocked that early? You've surpassed Kaba as well. That's amazing. Stop talking and fight! Caulifla charged. Goku met her in his base form, effortlessly blocking her attacks. You're fast and your instincts are good, but your technique needs work. Your stance is too open and you're wasting energy. Are you teaching me in the middle of a fight? Why not? If we're gonna fight, we might as well both learn something. Caulifla's eye twitched. Kale, help me. Kale hesitated. I can't. I'm too weak. You're not weak, Caulifla shouted. You're my partner, now transform. Something in Kale snapped. Her timid expression vanished, replaced by pure rage. Her body began to bulk up, green energy erupting around her. Uh-oh, Goku muttered, recognizing the energy. Kale's scream shook the arena. Her body transformed, muscles bulging massively, her hair turning green, her eyes becoming white and pupilless. Legendary Super Saiyan, the Berserker form. Goku, I'll crush you! Berserk Kale charged, her power overwhelming everything in her path. Goku had to transform to Super Saiyan Blue just to block her first punch. Incredible power, but she's lost control. Caulifla stared in shock. Kale! Kale, snap out of it! But Berserk Kale didn't listen. She attacked Goku with mindless fury, her power growing with each passing second. Then, something happened that changed everything. Kale! Caulifla flew in front of Goku. Stop! You're gonna hurt yourself! Kale's fist stopped inches from Caulifla's face. For a moment, recognition flickered in those white eyes. Sister, Caulifla. That's right, it's me. Caulifla grabbed Kale's hand. Listen, I have an idea. Remember those earrings the Supreme Kai gave us? Kale's eyes cleared slightly. Potara, fusion? Yeah, you and me. Together we can beat anyone. Caulifla pulled out the earrings. What do you say? Kale's berserk form stabilized, her power condensing. Together with Sister Caulifla. Yes. They put on the earrings. Light exploded across the arena as their bodies merged. When it faded, a new warrior stood before Goku, combining Caulifla's confidence with Kale's power. I am neither Caulifla nor Kale, the fusion said, her aura blazing green and gold. I am Kefla. Goku versus Kefla. Kefla's power was staggering. The fusion of two talented Saiyans, combined with Kale's legendary form, created something truly formidable. Let's see what you've got, Kefla charged, moving faster than Caulifla or Kale individually. Goku blocked, but the impact sent him sliding back. She's strong, really strong. Her power is comparable to Super Saiyan Blue. They traded blows at incredible speed. Kefla's attacks were relentless, combining Caulifla's technique with Kale's overwhelming power. You're amazing, Goku said, genuinely excited. Your fusion is incredibly stable. Less talking, more fighting. Kefla fired a massive energy blast. Goku dodged, but Kefla was already behind him, her knee driving into his back. She's adapting, learning, getting stronger as we fight, just like Jiren in his original timeline. All right, Goku said, powering up. I'll take this seriously. His blue aura intensified. Super Saiyan Blue at maximum power. They clashed again, and this time Goku had the advantage. His experience and mastery of Blue outweighed Kefla's raw power. But then Kefla transformed further. I can feel more power inside me. Her aura exploded, green lightning mixing with golden energy. Legendary Super Saiyan 2. Her power doubled. Now she was pushing Goku back. This is incredible. She's evolved mid-battle, but I need to end this before she grows even stronger. Goku closed his eyes. I wanted to save this for Jiren, but his hair began to shift, from blue to silver white. Ultra Instinct Omen. What? Kefla screamed, firing blast after blast, but Goku's body dodged automatically. Each movement was perfect, effortless. He appeared behind Kefla. You're amazing. Both of you, but this tournament has higher stakes than individual pride. His fist glowed with silver energy. One precise strike, powerful but aimed to ring out, not to injure. The Kamehameha was point blank and overwhelming. Kefla was sent flying out of the ring, diffusing midair. Caulifla and Kale were out of the arena. We lost? Caulifla said in disbelief. You were incredible, Goku said, powering down from Ultra Instinct Omen. Train more, get stronger, and next time we meet, let's have that fight when the stakes aren't so high. Hit vs. Goku, the final match. With Caulifla, Kale, and Kaba eliminated, only Hit remained for Universe 6. The legendary assassin stepped forward, his expression calm as always. Well, Goku, it seems it's down to us again. Yeah, Goku said, sadness in his voice. I wish we didn't have to do this, but we do. My universe is counting on me. Hit's stance shifted into his fighting pose. I won't hold back, and I expect the same from you. You'll get it, Goku promised, transforming to Super Saiyan Blue. Their battle was poetry in motion. Hit's time skip had evolved. He could now stop time for a full second, long enough to land devastating combos. His cage of time could trap opponents in frozen moments. His assassination techniques were adapted for arena combat. Goku countered with speed, power, and experience. He'd fought Hit before and knew his patterns, but Hit had evolved too. You're predicting my time skip, Hit observed. Impressive. I've fought you before, remember? At the Universe 6 tournament. I'm learning your rhythm. Then I'll change the rhythm. Hit's time skip became irregular, sometimes a fraction of a second, sometimes a full second, unpredictable. It threw off Goku's predictions completely. Clever, Goku grinned even as he took several hits, but I've got a counter for that too. He closed his eyes and reached for that calm center. Ultra Instinct Omen. His body began moving automatically, no longer needing to predict Hit's time skip. Whether Hit froze time for a microsecond or a full second, Goku's body adapted instantly. That technique, Hit said quietly. Ultra Instinct. You've refined it significantly since our last match. Yeah, and I'm still learning. Goku's body weaved through Hit's time skip attacks like water. But Hit, I have to end this, for both our universes. I understand. Hit's expression was grim. Then show me your full power, Son Goku. If I'm going to lose, I want to lose to the strongest version of you. Goku's Ultra Instinct Omen flared brighter. His movements became even faster, even more perfect. Hit pushed his time skip to its absolute limit, chaining multiple time skips together, creating a temporal maze. But Ultra Instinct moved beyond time. Goku's body reacted before Hit's attacks even began. With one final precise strike, Goku knocked Hit out of the ring. Hit landed outside the arena, standing calmly. He looked up at Goku, and for the first time a slight smile crossed his face. Well fought, Son Goku. Take care of the multiverse for both our universes. I will, Goku said, sadness heavy in his voice. I promise. All fighters from Universe 6 have been eliminated. The erasure began. Champa and the Universe 6 Supreme Kai began to fade. Beerus, Champa called to his brother. Take care of things, you lazy cat. Humph, you too, brother, Beerus said, his voice unusually soft. Kaba, Caulifla, and Kale were fading together. Kaba looked at Vegeta one last time. Thank you, Master. Hit faded last, his expression peaceful. Universe 6 vanished completely. Goku stood on the arena, his Ultra Instinct Omen fading, his fists clenched. Don't worry, Hit. Kaba, everyone, I'll bring you back. I promise. The Universe 6 Supreme Kai and Champa faded with dignity, Champa giving Beerus a final nod of respect. 6 down. 2 to go. Now only Universe 7 and Universe 11 remained. On one side, Goku, Vegeta, Gohan, Piccolo, 17, 18, Krillin, Tien, Roshi, and Frieza. On the other side, Jiren, Toppo, Dispo, and 7 other Pride Troopers. This is it, Goku said, his expression serious. Universe 11 is the strongest. Everyone, be careful. The other Pride Troopers attacked first. Disciplined, coordinated, lethal. 7 warriors moving as one unit. The Z fighters scattered, each taking opponents, but Universe 11's teamwork was superior. Within minutes, the Pride Troopers had isolated and eliminated the weaker fighters through coordinated strikes. Master Roshi, despite his experience, was overwhelmed by 2 Pride Troopers working in perfect sync. They threw him out of the ring together. I did my best, Roshi said as he fell. Tien and Krillin fought back to back, but the Pride Troopers' numbers advantage was too much. 3 warriors attacked simultaneously and both were eliminated. Damn it! Krillin cursed as he fell. Android 18 fought fiercely, but even her unlimited stamina couldn't overcome the Pride Troopers' superior technique. She was caught in a combination attack and thrown from the ring. Piccolo held out longer with his regeneration and strategy, but eventually he too was eliminated by the coordinated assault. Within 8 minutes, only 5 remained from Universe 7. Goku, Vegeta, Gohan, Android 17, and Frieza. They're thinning our numbers, Vegeta growled. We need to eliminate their heavy hitters now. Agreed, Goku said. Gohan, 17, take the remaining Pride Troopers. Me, Vegeta, and Frieza will handle the big 3. Dispo moved like lightning incarnate. His lightspeed mode made him a blur, faster than Super Saiyan Blue, impossible to track. Too slow! Dispo's taunts echoed as he landed devastating hits on Gohan and Android 17. They tried to trap him with barriers and strategy, but his speed was too much. Then Frieza stepped in. How tiresome, Frieza said, transforming to Golden Frieza. 17. Create a sound barrier around us. This rabbit needs his hearing disrupted. On it, 17's barriers formed a dome containing and amplifying sound. Dispo's lightspeed mode relied on sensing ki and sound to predict movements. With his hearing overloaded by 17's barrier amplifying every noise, his speed became erratic. What? I can't. Dispo stumbled. Frieza didn't waste the opening. Farewell, Rabbit. A precise death beam through Dispo's shoulder, followed by a powerful tail whip, sent the speedster flying out of the ring. One down, Frieza smirked. Gohan and 17 nodded their thanks before turning to help eliminate the last regular Pride Trooper. Within minutes, all the other Pride Troopers were eliminated. Only Toppo and Jiren remained for Universe 11. Toppo stepped forward, his aura beginning to shift. I didn't want to use this, but for my universe, I'll cast aside everything. His body exploded with purple energy, destructive power that vaporized the arena tiles beneath his feet. His eyes became white, his muscles bulged, and his entire being radiated the terrifying energy of a god of destruction. I am no longer Toppo of the Pride Troopers. His voice boomed with divine authority. I am a god of destruction. Gohan, 17, fall back, Goku ordered. This is beyond your level. Toppo's destruction energy fired in all directions. Gohan tried to block with a barrier. It was vaporized instantly. Android 17's shields shattered like glass. Both were forced to retreat to the edge of the arena. Vegeta, Goku said. He's yours. This is what you trained for. Vegeta grinned savagely. Finally, someone who actually understands destruction. He stepped forward, transforming to Super Saiyan Blue. Toppo, you think you know what it means to be a destroyer? I've cast aside justice, pride, everything. Toppo roared. This is the power of a god. Then let me show you what real destruction looks like. Vegeta's aura shifted, his blue divine energy mixing with purple destructive power. Ultra Ego. His aura became wreathed in purple flames. His expression shifted from tactical to feral, a warrior who welcomed pain, craved battle, fed on destruction itself. That technique? Toppo's eyes widened. You've mastered a destroyer's power? I was trained by Lord Beerus himself. Vegeta charged forward, not dodging Toppo's destruction blast, but running straight through them. Hit me! Hurt me! Make me stronger! Each blast that struck Vegeta made his power grow. His aura intensified, his strikes became heavier. Impossible! You're getting stronger from my attacks? Toppo unleashed a massive destruction wave. Vegeta took it head on. The energy that should have erased him instead fueled him. This is Ultra Ego. Vegeta's power exploded. The more you destroy me, the more I destroy you. He punched through Toppo's destruction energy like it was paper. His fist connected with Toppo's face, sending the God of Destruction candidate flying. Toppo tried to recover, firing blast after blast, but each one made Vegeta stronger. His battle lust grew. His power multiplied. Final explosion! Purple destructive energy erupted from Vegeta's body in all directions, not the suicidal technique from the Buu saga, but a perfected version channeling Ultra Ego's principle of converting damage into overwhelming offense. When the light faded, Toppo was unconscious, falling from the ring. Universe 11's Toppo has been eliminated. Vegeta stood victorious, his body covered in bruises and blood, but his aura blazing stronger than ever. His Ultra Ego form pulsed with barely controlled power. Don't ever lecture me about destruction again, Vegeta muttered. Now only Jiren remained for Universe 11. For Universe 7, Goku, Vegeta, Gohan, Android 17, and Frieza. Jiren finally moved from where he'd been standing, arms crossed, watching everything unfold. His eyes opened fully. You've done well, Jiren said, his voice calm but carrying immense weight. You've eliminated everyone, but this ends now. The pressure from his power made the arena crack. Even from across the stage, everyone felt it. Overwhelming, absolute, terrifying. Everyone except Vegeta, fall back, Goku ordered. He's on a completely different level. No. Father, Gohan started to protest. Jiren moved. In an instant, he was in front of Gohan. One punch. Gohan's ultimate form shattered. He flew out of the ring before anyone could react. Gohan, Goku screamed. Jiren turned to Android 17. The android tried to create barriers, erected dozens of them in layers. Jiren walked through them like they were mist. One palm strike sent 17 flying out of the arena. Frieza's eyes narrowed. He had no choice. Golden light exploded around him as he transformed. I won't be eliminated so easily. Golden Frieza shot forward, fast enough to make Jiren actually block. Death beams came from every direction, sharp, aimed attacks looking for any opening. Jiren's arms moved to deflect them. Frieza kept pushing, mixing energy blasts with his tail and quick changes in direction. A golden fist hit Jiren's guard, then another. Frieza's attacks were faster, cleaner than before. "You're strong," Jiren said, catching Frieza's wrist mid-strike. "I am Frieza," the Emperor yelled, pulling free and firing a massive blast right in Jiren's face. "Emperor of the Universe!" The explosion cleared. Jiren stood there, untouched. His aura flared just a bit, and the pressure alone pushed Frieza back. Frieza kept his golden form up, but he was breathing hard now. He threw everything he had left into one last attack. Jiren walked straight through it, grabbed Frieza, and hit him hard in the gut. Frieza gasped, the golden form flickering out as he dropped to one knee. "But not strong enough," Jiren said. He grabbed Frieza and threw him out of the ring. 3 fighters eliminated in under 30 seconds, was observed from the stands. Jiren's power is truly extraordinary. Just like that, only Goku and Vegeta remained. "This is it," Goku said, his fists clenching. "Just like my past life, Jiren, the strongest mortal in the multiverse." "Then we take him together," Vegeta said. They both transformed to Super Saiyan Blue and attacked in perfect synchronization. Goku and Vegeta's teamwork was flawless. Years of training together, rivalry, mutual respect, it all showed now. They attacked from both sides, covering each other's openings, combining attacks, pushing Jiren back. "Impressive coordination," Jiren acknowledged, blocking both their strikes, but still insufficient. He released a pulse of energy that sent both Saiyans skidding backward. "Kaioken!" Goku's aura turned red, his power multiplying. ×20! Blue evolution! Vegeta's blue aura intensified, becoming darker, more powerful. They attacked again with even greater force. This time, they actually pushed Jiren back. Their combined power in these enhanced forms was enough to make the unshakable warrior take defensive stances. "Yes," Vegeta grinned savagely, "we can do this." But then Jiren's eyes flashed. "If you're going to use your full power, then so will I." His aura exploded. Red energy erupted from his body like a star going supernova. The entire world of void shook. When the light faded, Jiren's muscles had bulged, his power multiplied exponentially. One punch sent Goku flying across the arena. One kick knocked Vegeta into a pillar. "This is my full power," Jiren stated. "The strength I've built through losing everything." Goku struggled to his feet, Kaioken fading. Vegeta's blue evolution flickered. "We need more," Goku gasped. "Then use more." Vegeta roared, his pride overriding logic. His aura shifted again, purple destructive energy erupting stronger than before. Ultra Ego. "If taking hits makes me stronger, then bring it on." Vegeta charged Jiren alone, abandoning defense completely. Every punch Jiren landed made Vegeta's power grow. His battle lust spiraled. His aura blazed brighter and brighter. "Interesting," Jiren said, landing hit after hit. "A destroyer's technique? You become stronger through damage." "That's right." Vegeta's grin was manic. "Keep hitting me. Make me stronger." His power began to rival Jiren's. The Prince of all Saiyans, fueled by Ultra Ego's principle, was actually pushing Jiren back. "Vegeta's doing it," Goku whispered. "He's actually..." But then Goku saw it. The strain. Vegeta's body was taking too much damage. His power was growing, yes, but so was the destruction to his own body. "Vegeta, stop! You'll destroy yourself!" "Shut up, Kakarot!" Vegeta roared, his attacks becoming wild, uncontrolled. "I'm winning! I'm finally..." Jiren's eyes narrowed. He stopped holding back, a barrage of attacks, dozens of punches in a single second, each one hitting vital points. Vegeta's power exploded even higher. His Ultra Ego fed on the damage, spiraling out of control. "More! More!" Vegeta's voice wasn't quite his own anymore. "Destroy me! Make me stronger!" His aura became pure purple destruction. The technique was consuming him. He was losing himself to the battle high, to the pure joy of destruction. For one terrifying moment, Vegeta's power surpassed even Jiren's. The prince stood, wreathed in purple flames, laughing maniacally, his guard completely dropped in his berserker state. Both Goku and Jiren actually stepped back, intimidated by the pure destructive force Vegeta had become. Then his transformation flickered. The Ultra Ego form shattered like glass. Vegeta collapsed, completely powerless, his body unable to sustain the form any longer. "Vegeta!" Goku caught him before he hit the ground. "Kakarot!" Vegeta's voice was barely a whisper. Can't move. Used everything. Beat him. For both of us. I will, Goku promised, gently setting Vegeta down. Rest now. He stood, facing Jiren alone. Your partner fought well, Jiren said with genuine respect. Few can push me that far, but now it's just you and me, Son Goku. Goku closed his eyes. I can't use the combined form yet. I need to save that for the absolute final moment, but I can use Mastered Ultra Instinct. His hair shifted from black to silver white. His eyes became empty, serene, perfectly calm. Mastered Ultra Instinct. This is it, Jiren. Me at my peak. You at yours. Let's finish this. Agreed. They vanished. The battle that followed was beyond mortal comprehension. Two warriors moving at speeds that made light look slow. Every punch created shock waves. Every clash lit up the void. Jiren threw a punch. Goku's body dodged automatically, perfectly without thought. Goku countered. Jiren blocked with pure power and technique. They were perfectly matched. Your Ultra Instinct is complete, Jiren observed, landing a glancing blow. No openings. No wasted movement. Perfect efficiency. And your power is absolute, Goku replied, his body weaving through Jiren's attacks. Built through loss, through pain, through never giving up. Then we're the same, Jiren said. We've both lost everything. We've both trained to surpass gods. We both refuse to lose. Yeah, Goku agreed. We're the same. But their fists collided, creating an explosion of silver and red energy. I have something you don't, Goku continued. I have friends who believe in me. I have people I'm fighting for, not just fighting to prove strength. Friends are weakness, Jiren roared. My master, my friends, they all died. Strength is the only thing that matters. Power is the only truth. Then you've learned the wrong lesson from your loss, Goku said sadly. They clashed again and again. Minutes passed. Neither gave ground. But Goku felt it. Even Mastered Ultra Instinct had limits. Jiren's power was just too overwhelming, too relentless. I can't beat him like this. He's too strong. I need the combined form. But I'm still engaged in combat. I can't transform while fighting him. From the edge of the arena, Vegeta watched, his body broken, unable to move. Kakarot's struggling. Even with Ultra Instinct, he can't finish Jiren. He needs more power. He needs Ultra Ego combined with Ultra Instinct. But he can't transform while fighting. Vegeta looked at his trembling hands. He had a little ki left. Not enough to fight, not enough to transform, but maybe enough to give him what he needs. Jiren. Vegeta forced himself to stand, his legs shaking. Hey, Jiren! Jiren glanced at him mid-battle. You can still stand? Barely, Vegeta admitted. He stumbled toward them. But I've got enough left for one more thing. Vegeta, no! Stay down, Goku shouted. Shut up and let me help for once! Vegeta lurched forward, his base form struggling against Jiren's mere presence. He threw a punch. It was pathetic, powerless. A base form Saiyan attacking the strongest mortal in the multiverse. Jiren caught his fist easily. Your courage is admirable, but meaningless. With one motion, Jiren threw Vegeta toward the edge of the ring. Vegeta flew through the air, about to be eliminated. But as he fell, he reached out to Goku. Kakarot, take it! His remaining ki, small but potent, laced with the remnants of Ultra Ego's destructive energy, flowed from his hand to Goku's. Goku caught it instinctively. The purple destructive energy mixed with his silver Ultra Instinct aura. Vegeta! Goku whispered as the Prince of all Saiyans fell out of the ring. Universe 7's Vegeta has been eliminated. But Goku now had what he needed. Vegeta's Ultra Ego energy, the Destroyer's power, the missing piece. Thank you, Vegeta, Goku said quietly. I won't waste this. Jiren sensed the change immediately. What is that energy? Vegeta gave me his power, Goku said, his aura beginning to shift, his Ultra Ego, the Destroyer's technique. And now, silver and purple began to mix. Not the unstable, flickering combination from before. This time, Vegeta's energy acted as a catalyst, a bridge, making the fusion stable. Now I can combine them properly. His hair remained silver white, but purple lightning began crackling through it. His aura became a perfect blend, silver divine energy and purple destructive power swirling in harmony. His expression changed. No longer empty and calm like pure Ultra Instinct. No longer feral and aggressive like pure Ultra Ego. Balanced, centered, perfect equilibrium between calm and passion, defense and offense, angel and destroyer. Ultra Equilibrium, Goku named it. The perfect balance of creation and destruction, instinct and ego, everything in harmony. The power radiating from him was beyond anything the tournament had seen. Whis' eyes widened from the stands. Impossible. He's actually stabilized the combination, a true fusion of angelic and destructive principles. Beerus stood up, his expression serious. That form, it's beyond even me. Jiren stepped back for the first time, his confidence cracking. What are you? I'm someone who was given a second chance, Goku said, and this time, I'm not losing. He attacked. The difference was absolute. Jiren threw a punch. Goku's body dodged automatically, perfectly, Ultra Instinct. His counter-attack carried overwhelming destructive power. Ultra Jiren fired energy blasts, Goku weaved through them without thought, and the few that connected only made him stronger. Perfect defense, ever-increasing offense, no weaknesses, no openings. This can't be, Jiren roared, unleashing his full power. His red aura exploded, his muscles bulged further, he pushed beyond his previous limits. But it wasn't enough. Goku's ultra equilibrium was simply perfect. Every aspect of combat, offense, defense, speed, power, technique, refined to absolute mastery. You're strong, Jiren, Goku said, his voice carrying both serenity and passion. Incredibly strong, but you're fighting alone. Your strength is isolated. Mine is supported by everyone who believes in me. Strength is all that matters, Jiren screamed, throwing everything into one final attack. I refuse to lose. Goku met his charge head-on. The clash was titanic. Reality itself seemed to bend around their collision. For a moment, they were suspended in that instant. Two warriors who had lost everything, who had trained beyond gods, who refused to accept defeat. Then Goku's ultra equilibrium surged. Silver and purple energy exploded in perfect harmony. Kamehameha! The beam was neither blue nor purple nor silver. It was all three colors at once. Divine energy, mortal power, and destructive force combined into one perfect attack. It struck Jiren with overwhelming force. The strongest mortal in the multiverse was pushed back. His feet dragged across the arena. His full power couldn't stop the advance. I can't. Jiren's eyes widened in disbelief. Impossible. With one final surge, Goku's Kamehameha pushed Jiren over the edge. The Grey Warrior fell from the arena, his eyes wide with shock. Time froze. The Grand Priest's voice echoed across the world of void. Jiren has been eliminated. All fighters from Universe 11 have been eliminated. The winner is Universe 7. The arena fell silent. Goku's ultra equilibrium form faded slowly, carefully, not shattering like before. He'd mastered it, made it stable through Vegeta's sacrifice. He dropped to one knee, exhausted but victorious. Jiren was staring at the sky of the void, his body trembling. Goku walked to him and extended his hand to Jiren. That was an amazing fight, Goku said with genuine respect. You pushed me further than anyone ever has. Jiren stared at the hand for a long moment, then slowly he reached up and grasped it. Goku helped him stand. You said strength was all that mattered, Goku said quietly. But look what just happened. I only won because Vegeta gave me his power, because my friends fought alongside me, because I wasn't alone. Jiren's eyes widened with realization. Your strength came from bonds, from trust. Yeah, Goku smiled. That's something I learned in this second chance. Power alone isn't enough. You need people to fight for, people to protect. That's what makes you truly strong. For the first time in decades, a tear rolled down Jiren's cheek. I've been wrong, all this time. It's not too late to learn, Goku said. Your universe will be restored. You'll have another chance too. Jiren looked at Goku with profound respect. In all my years, across all my battles, I've never met anyone like you, Son Goku. You've earned my respect, my admiration, and, he bowed deeply, my friendship. Right back at you, Goku grinned. Toppo approached, having watched the end of the battle. Jiren, we lost, but we gained something more valuable, Jiren finished, looking at his teammates. We learned that strength isn't just about power, it's about who you fight for. Belmod, Universe 11's god of destruction, descended to his fighters. You all fought magnificently. Defeat doesn't diminish your honor. The Grand Priest floated down. Congratulations, Universe 7. You have won the Tournament of Power through strength, strategy, and heart. Universe 11 is erased. The arena fell silent. Goku's combined form shattered, and he collapsed to his knees, completely exhausted. Vegeta rushed to his side. Kakarot, you did it! You actually did it! We did it! Goku gasped. All of us. Together. The other Universe 7 fighters climbed back onto the stage, having been eliminated but not erased since their Universe won. Gohan hugged his father. Dad, you were incredible. 17 and 18 nodded with respect. Even Frieza looked grudgingly impressed. The Grand Priest descended. Congratulations, Universe 7, you have won the Tournament of Power. The Xeno giggled. That was so much fun. Let's do it again sometime. Please don't, Goku muttered. As the winner, Universe 7 will receive a wish from the Super Dragon Balls, the Grand Priest announced. What is your wish? Goku struggled to his feet. He looked at where the other universes had stood, empty spaces where entire realities had been erased. I wish for all the erased universes to be restored, Goku said firmly. Universes 9, 10, 2, 4, 3, and 6. Bring them all back. The Grand Priest's eyes widened. You would use your wish not for yourself, but for your defeated opponents? They're not opponents. They're fellow universes who just wanted to survive. They deserve to exist as much as we do. Xeno leaned forward with interest. Interesting. Okay. Oh yeah, I forgot to mention, since Zamasu was defeated without the need of requiring Xeno, there is only one Xeno in this timeline. The Super Dragon Balls glowed with cosmic light. The wish was granted. All universes reappeared, restored as if they'd never been erased. Champa from Universe 6 appeared, looking shocked. We're alive? But we lost. Universe 7's winner wished you back, Vados explained. All of you. Hit appeared beside his god of destruction, his eyes finding Goku. He nodded once, a gesture of profound respect. Kaba rushed to Vegeta. Master, you're all right. Of course I am, you fool, Vegeta said, but his voice was soft. And you'd better train harder. Next time we meet, I expect a real challenge. The Universe 10 Supreme Kai approached Goku with tears in his eyes. You restored us after we tried to eliminate you? Everyone deserves a second chance, Goku said with his trademark grin. I should know. I got one. Xeno stood up from his throne. Son Goku. That was the best tournament ever, and your wish was very nice. I like you. Thanks. Goku wasn't sure how to respond to literal gods of everything. As a reward, we'll make sure no more tournaments of power happen, Xeno said. I learned something today. Erasing universes isn't fun when there's someone who cares about bringing them back. So all universes can keep existing, Xeno added cheerfully, and just like that, the threat was over. All universes safe, all beings preserved, a second chance earned. 1 week later, Earth. The celebration at Capsule Corp was legendary. All the Z fighters gathered. Even Frieza had been completely resurrected for helping save the universe, though Beerus kept close watch on him. Don't get used to this, Frieza said, sipping champagne. I'll train even harder, and one day, I'll surely kill you, Goku. I'll look forward to it, Goku laughed. Vegeta stood with Bulma and young Trunks, his son tugging on his leg. Daddy is strong. That's right, Vegeta said, picking up Trunks. Your daddy is the prince of all Saiyans. Don't forget it. Bulma rolled her eyes, and humble too. Gohan had returned to his studies, but he visited regularly now, keeping up his training while pursuing his scholarship. Videl, his girlfriend, had finally learned the truth about his power and accepted it completely. So your dad is basically a god, Videl said, watching Goku effortlessly lift a car to help with party setup. Basically, Gohan agreed. It's a lot to explain. Krillin and 18 stood together, watching their friends celebrate. Their romance had blossomed over the years, and they were planning their wedding. We survived a tournament where universes were erased, 18 said. I think we can handle marriage. Speak for yourself, Krillin joked. Marriage is way scarier. Man, I better hurry and gather the Dragon Balls, Krillin thought to himself. Master Roshi told exaggerated stories of the tournament to anyone who would listen. Piccolo meditated nearby, though a slight smile suggested he was enjoying the peace. Tien and Shiatsu sparred lightly in the yard. Android 17 stood apart from the celebration, watching the sunset. Goku approached him. You fought well in the tournament, Goku said. Thanks, though I was eliminated pretty early against Jiren. We all were. He was strong. Goku looked at the sky, but we won. We saved everyone. That's what matters. You saved everyone, 17 corrected. That wish, restoring all the erased universes, that was all you. Everyone deserves a second chance, Goku said quietly. I got mine. Seemed only fair to share it. Beerus and Whis observed from a distance, floating above the party. That mortal surprised me, Beerus admitted. Combining Ultra Instinct and Ultra Ego? I didn't think it was possible. He's probably stronger than me now, at least in that form. Indeed, Whis agreed, though the form is unstable and can't be maintained long. Still, Son Goku has achieved something remarkable. He's created an entirely new technique by merging angelic and destructive principles. What should we call it? Beerus mused. It needs a name. How about autonomous destruction? Whis suggested. Or perhaps true ultra instinct. We'll let him name it, Beerus decided. It's his technique after all. The mortal earned that right. Below them, Goku stood with his family and friends surrounded by the people he'd fought so hard to protect. In his original timeline, he'd failed. He'd watched them all get erased. Had screamed in helpless agony as reality itself was undone. But this time, his second chance, he'd won. Every universe preserved, every friend saved, every loss from his past life redeemed. Dad? Gohan approached. You okay? You look kind of emotional. I'm fine, Goku said, wiping his eyes. Just happy, really, really happy. The Tournament of Power is over. No more threats for a while, right? Goku sensed something in the distance, a power signature approaching Earth from space. Massive, legendary, Saiyan, he grinned. Well, there's always something. But you know what? I wouldn't have it any other way. Vegeta joined them, sensing the same energy. Is that Broly? Goku confirmed. The legendary Super Saiyan. He's coming. Another Saiyan? Gohan asked. Another challenge, Vegeta said, his battle-ready smile matching Goku's. But that's for another day, Goku said. Today we celebrate. We saved 8 universes. We earned this peace. He looked up at the stars, thinking of Jiren, Hit, Kaba, and all the warriors they'd fought. In another timeline, he'd never see them again. But in this one, they all lived. All had their second chances too. Thank you, Goku thought, not sure who he was thanking, for giving me another chance. I promise I used it well. The party continued into the night. Laughter echoed across Capsule Corp. Friends celebrated. Families united. And somewhere in space, the cosmos continued spinning. All universes full of life. All preserved because one warrior refused to give up, even after losing everything. Son Goku had finally earned his redemption. And his story, this second life, this reborn journey, had reached its perfect ending. Not with a bang or a final battle, but with the sound of laughter and the warmth of home. Finally, truly at peace. All right, that's where we wrap up this story. Hope you all enjoyed it. Thanks so much for sticking around. Your support means the world to me. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next What If.